The following is a presentation of WCMP Sports, local sports.
Past the 25, to the 20, to the 15, he's going to high step into the end zone, touchdown!
Here, wide receivers split each side.
He's still going into the end zone.
East Central Minnesota, the action starts now. To bring you the call, here's Ethan Game Day Gilman.
Welcome into the pregame, ladies and gentlemen, for tonight's rivalry game between the Pine City Dragons and the Mora Mustangs. Both of these teams coming into tonight's game 0-4. Yeah, that's right. Both teams have not won a game yet this year, but to be fair, they have played some tough competition up to this point, and it doesn't get easier from here on out. But it is going to be a fun one here tonight. These two teams, they don't like each other. This has been a rivalry game for as long as I can remember. And it's always fun when these two teams come together because it is such a hard dogfight when these two teams play against each other. And it should be another one here tonight. As I mentioned, both teams are coming into this game not having won a game so far this season, but they do play in the same section in Section 5-3A. So this has a lot on the line tonight, not just pride due to a rivalry game, not just the first win, but also section standing-wise. That is going to have a big implication on who shoots up and who falls. Right now. Mora in that 4th spot, and I believe Pine City's in that 6th spot. So the winner of this game is really going to jump in the standings in the section and could wind up at the end of the season hosting a playoff game with the teams that are in here right now. All out of, 8? I think 5 of them have no wins yet in their season. So Pine City and Mora could be the first ones here tonight to get that win. Not only a win on the season, but again, in the section. And that is so important for both of these teams, especially at this point in the year. We're over that halfway mark of the season. Now in the 5th game of the year. After this game, they have 3 more games left. I can't believe it myself, but yes, 3 more games after tonight's game. And again, it's going to be nothing but a dogfight here at Pine City High School, where the Dragons are taking on the Mora Mustangs. Both teams come in here 0-4. It should be a good one. Somebody's over has to go, right? We'll find out later here this evening. So we'll continue with our pregame after a word from our fine sponsors. I want to give a huge shout out to them. Thanks to all of them for sponsoring this and every other broadcast that we do. It is greatly appreciated. Of course, if they aren't sponsoring the broadcast, then, well, we can't really come out here and do these games. So thanks so much to all of them. We'll take a commercial break, hear word from some of those fine sponsors. Then we'll come back, hear some interviews from the player and coaches, and then we'll get to more of your pregame after a word from our fine sponsors here on 106.5 FM, AM 1350, WCMP.
Kettle River Pizza loves supporting all the local teams. And if your team is interested in fundraising, well, they've got you covered. Kettle River Pizza has years of experience in fundraising for local teams, organizations, and clubs, and they would like to help you too. With their experience and the fact that Kettle River Pizza is an easy sell, your fundraiser is bound to be a great success. Visit Kettle River Pizza online and click on their fundraising tab. Kettle River Pizza, a winner every time. Grab a few at your local convenience or grocery store for after the game.
All right, settle down. Let's call the meeting of people that complain about everything all the time and never do anything about it to order. Any complaints?
Yeah, my heating bill's too high.
Oh yeah, well Bobby just bought an outdoor furnace from Central Boiler and he eliminated his heating bill.
What about the hot water?
He eliminated that heating bill too.
What about his shop?
He heats that too.
I have no more complaints.
I think Central Boiler offers a solution to our complaints.
Save money on your cooling and heating bills. Visit northlandboilersales.com, your local Central Boiler sales dealer. Want to make some extra money this holiday season? Then join Burnett Dairy Cooperative's Cheese Store Holiday Crew. They're looking for temporary employees to assist with gift box orders from October 1st through January 6th. This position is scheduled Sunday through Thursday from 12 to 8 p.m. with an hourly rate of $14 per hour and an end-of-the-season retention bonus. Call 715-689-2170 or apply online at burnettdairy.com and click on Careers.
Game Day Gilman, I'm out here at Dragons football practice, and I'm now joined by another one of the members from this Dragons team. Why don't you introduce yourself?
Yeah, my name's Logan Klecki. I play running back and then linebacker.
And thanks so much for joining us. And we'll get started with just some simple questions here. When did you start playing football and why?
I started playing in 3rd grade, and I just tried out because I thought it would be really fun besides flag football.
And looking at on the practice field, playing field, whatever it is, what is something that motivates you when you're out on the field?
Just like being able to hit someone, I feel like that's like motivation enough, because if you go out and hit someone, it's different. It's an entirely different feeling.
Absolutely, definitely a unique game, the sport of football. And what would you say, looking at your game, you've obviously been a starter here for some time. You got some early playing time as a freshman as well. What would you say is the best part of your game?
I like playing running back a lot more than I like defense, but I don't know. I like making tackles and running the ball some.
Yeah, and it's got to be tough playing both sides of the ball, too. What would you say is the tough part about having to play two ways on Friday nights?
I would say playing Ironman football, it's your every rep, every down, and the only time you can take a break is when you have to flag down the coaches, and that's never a good feeling because then you're taking yourself out.
Absolutely. And looking at this team from last week, you guys played Hibbing. Give us your thoughts on that game there on Friday.
I thought our defense really stepped it up that time, but we just need to fix our offense up a little bit, and then we'll be set.
Yeah, and it seems like if this team can just get on the board, it seems like that momentum will follow. Do you think that is kind of the part of this game? You guys just need to get on the board first, and then everything seems to fall in place?
Yeah, I think motivation is everything. Like, whenever the crowd's wild and the sidelines are wild, we do really well, and then as soon as they start being quiet, everything starts shutting down.
And you get to play another home game this week. Obviously, it's rivalry week. You get to welcome in Mora. But looking at this team, what is something that you hope this team can improve on in this week of practice?
Definitely offense. Like, we need our quarterbacks to step up. I mean, our number one quarterback obviously took a huge hit, but we need our other two to step up for this game.
Absolutely. And for you personally, or maybe it's looking at this team, what is the best way for a football team or athlete to improve?
Reps. I think reps is key. The more reps you get, the better you'll get.
And speaking about this game here on Friday, obviously you welcome in the Mustangs. What is something you want to see this team accomplish on Friday night?
Well, our overall is obviously to get the win, but I want to see some touchdowns on the board and some good tackles and good defense.
Absolutely. And it seems like these last couple weeks, the running backs have really been able to do a good job of finding the hole and plowing through the hole. The first couple weeks, it felt like they weren't getting through the hole as hard. Is that something that you see as well as a running back?
Oh, yeah, for sure. Yeah, like, when you're a running back, you can see the other running backs, like, either they're too high or the quarterback misses the gap a little bit. But being able to adjust and have those quick feet will really help.
Absolutely. And last question here for you. Is there anyone that you would like to shout out?
Yeah, I guess my mom, my stepdad, Amy Baumert, Michael Baumert, my brother that encouraged me through football, John Mead. That's it.
All right. Well, thank you, Logan, for joining us, and good luck on Friday.
Thank you.
Kettle River Pizza is a proud supporter of sports teams and community organizations. Local groups and teams across the state have had amazing success with Kettle River Pizza fundraising. From sausage and pepperoni to chicken Alfredo or the hot Hawaiian, the cheesy deliciousness practically sells itself. Visit kettleriverpizza.com to schedule your next fundraiser. It's so easy to get started. Got a pizza craving now? Pick up a Kettle River Pizza at your local grocery store or convenience store today.
There has never been a better time to sell your home. Get a fast cash offer today and have your money in as little as 7 days. Any house, any condition. They will make you an offer the same day and pay you in as little as 7 days. City lots, lake lots, land, does not matter. They want to buy it. If you are ready to sell your home, let Haley Newman with Keller Williams Premier Realty give you a fast cash offer or help get you into the home of your dreams today. Contact her at 320-469-6868.
Thanks so much to all the fine sponsors once again for sponsoring this broadcast. We're continuing here with the pregame. Again, I want to thank Logan Kalecki for joining us in that interview. Greatly appreciate him joining us on the broadcast here. He has been getting a taste of varsity since he was a freshman on this Dragons team. So thank you so much to him for joining us. Now we'll head into our interview with the co-head coach, Coach Berger, who coaches the defensive side of things. Of course, he talked about how physical this Mora team is and how their defense really made some progress last week, as well as some other things. So we'll get into that interview right now. Game Day Gilman back out here at Dragons football practice. I am now joined by one of the co-head coaches, Coach Berger. First of all, thanks so much for joining me.
Yeah, thanks for being here.
Absolutely. And first, let's give us your thoughts on last Friday's game up there in Hibbing.
It's a long way to travel, but they got some beautiful facilities. I really like that field. But as far as the game goes, just defensively, I thought our kids finally came and showed up and played. We held them 1 for 10, I think, defensively on 3rd down. So there was a lot of positives on the defensive side of the ball. Offensively, we just need to button up some of the turnovers. That just cost us opening play of the game. We put on the ground and put ourselves in a difficult position. So getting back to some of the basics and the exchanges this week, mesh point, working on those.
Absolutely, and you've talked about kind of to begin this season, one of the biggest things was just getting a team to 4th down, making a stop, getting them to punt the ball. 1 for 10, that's a really good start.
Yeah, it was. I think 4th down was 1 for 4. They had one early in the game, but we did a nice job on 4th down. But yeah, we forced quite a few punts.
And I think that's one thing people might forget about. Just because it is 4th down doesn't necessarily mean the team is going to punt it, especially with these schools that we play against. What is something that really impressed you with that team on those 3rd and 4th down stops?
Just our situational awareness, understand that situation that we got to put a little bit more effort in and execute. Our guys also did a nice job communicating the plays that were working. That second half, we were able to find a play that we just kind of repeated until they demonstrated that they could block it, and it just was working. So.
Absolutely, and looking at the game as a whole and the defense, what is something you feel like they did well there on Friday night?
Just adjusting, executing their assignments, maintaining gap control, and then finishing. We were making some tackles. There weren't a ton of missed tackles. If they had a big play, it was because they made a great call. And I don't think they had a big play over 30 yards. So just seeing our guys compete and making those tackles and being aggressive, that physicality part. We've kind of struggled with these larger schools, and we were able to compete on Friday with Hibbing.
Absolutely, and it seems like it's the big chunk plays that have been hurting this defense, but being able to reel it in on Friday against Hibbing, that as a coach has got to feel good and has got to give a good idea of what this future can hold for this football team.
Well, it gives you confidence, gives you hope that there is an element that we can compete with some of these schools that are more in our range of skill level. So seeing these guys be able to put the hat on and go out there and compete hard, it was a lot of fun.
And this week in practice, what's something you're hoping this defense can improve upon? Obviously, win or loss, you're hoping to improve.
Well, we're going to have to build on that physicality piece that we demonstrated last week. So they demonstrated that they had to show me. That was the word that we used in our pre-meetings was show me. And now we got Mora, who's another physical opponent. They're going to have to show me again. And it'll be a good test. Our defensive tackles going to have to maintain their ground. They're going to get triple teamed in many cases this week. So just that physicality piece, they're going to have to meet. We can't wait. We're going to have to meet them in the hole.
For sure, and looking at these two teams, similar offenses are run between these two teams. Is that a little bit of an advantage for you going into this week, knowing that you practice against that offense week in and week out?
Yeah, we're definitely familiar with the inside trap. We're familiar with the buck. We're familiar with the outside sweeps, the powers. So we know what to read. We know what to look for, and our kids are familiar with it. So that certainly helps on the coaching part. There's nothing new here. It's stuff that we've seen. We know how to defend it. Now we just have to be physical and meet them at the point of attack.
And I think one thing that might go unnoticed is the cornerbacks and linebackers might have a bigger assignment than usual this week. Their quarterback is willing and able to pass the ball. They like to do that 4 or 5 times a game. What is the responsibility of those linebackers and corners this week to not only try and stop the run, but also prepare for the pass?
Yeah, well, they kind of lull you to sleep. Run, pass, and it's often a big play. But our DBs and those backfield guys just got to understand that they're pass first. They support the run guys. So, they just got to keep that back in their mind and buzz and make their reads. Read those tight ends. If they release upfield, we flip our hips. If they're going down the line or attacking linebackers, we fill. So just trust in your instincts and making the correct reads.
And is there maybe a position group? You talked about the O-lineman, but is there, maybe even a single player or players that this defense is trying to keep an eye out for on Friday?
Well, I think the safety Evan Denz, he's stood out defensively for us. Logan Kalecki, yeah, he's back now, so he fills out. He really helps out defensively at that linebacker's position. He's so aggressive. Jace Preston is our sideline-to-sideline guy. Ashton Moore showed up last week on defensive end. As far as Mora goes offensively, they're kind of talented all around. One thing you notice on film is they don't move their feet. Their running backs on contact will gain an extra 10, 15 yards just taking that pile downfield. So they don't stop their feet. They've always been a physical team at the point of contact, and we've got to take the challenge and meet them in the hole.
Absolutely. And what is something that you want to see from this defense right away there on Friday?
Just make them earn it. Make them eat up that whole first period, 8 to 10 plays, marching down the field, no big plays. If we do that, it'll be a ball game.
And is there anything else that you wanted to add?
No, thanks for coming out.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, and good luck on Friday.
Thanks, gang.
Joe and the gang at Roddy Motors say, "Go Mustangs!" Well, of course, he's got 2 boys on the varsity squad. He's born and raised in Mustang country, voted Reader's Choice Best Dealer in Kanabec County 2 years in a row. That's what you call a repeat champ. And he offers vehicles of all makes and models, can get you financed on site, and put you and your new vehicle before the Mustangs take on next week's opponent. When you need a quality new vehicle, make your way to Roddy Motors in Mora or visit roddymotors.com.
Thanks so much again to all the fine sponsors once again for sponsoring this him joining us again for the pregame interviews. Appreciate them taking time out of their practice schedule to do that. And now we'll talk with Coach Fort, the offensive coach on this side of things. Again, turnovers have been a problem through this part of the season, but he says this offense feels if they can hold on to the ball, they will carry a lot of momentum, and talking about what he wants to see from them on their first drive of the game, just trying to get something going for this team. So we'll head into that interview with Coach Fort right now. Back here at Dragons football practice, I am now joined by another co-head coach of the Pine City football team. That is Coach Fort. Coach, thanks so much for joining me.
Hey, thank you very much.
And to begin with, give us your thoughts on that game there on Friday up in Hibbing.
Winnable game. All night long, it was a winnable game for us offensively, defensively, special teams. There aren't many games this year, for surely the first 3 before that we would say we were the better team on the field. And that night, I thought we were as good, if not better. We kept causing the same mistakes over and over and over offensively. Our defense kept us in us all night. But it was a game we could have won, and we should have won, and we didn't.
And what is something that you feel like this offense did well there on Friday?
I thought the offensive line gelled real well. You go back and look at the film, and our offensive line guys did a great job. Our tight ends are coming along. We know that's a position that's still one of our weaker spots, but for sure it was the running backs that needed to control the ball. We have running backs playing quarterbacks, and it doesn't always work out the best for us, but all week long we really felt good about our game plan. We felt great about what we were doing, and then we got up there and then put the ball on the ground 7 to 8 times, and that caused us the game.
And as an offensive coach, that has to feel good knowing that your defense was able to keep you in that game. It's got to be encouraging going forward.
Absolutely. It was the first time we made someone punt all year. We joke about it later as a coaching staff, but, offensively, if you have to score every single time you get the ball, that makes a very difficult task for the night ahead of you. Our defense played really well. They kept us in the game, and they forced them to four downs and punt the ball, and we had great field position. As an offense, you couldn't have asked for a better opportunity than we had the other night.
And we talk about the offensive line, the tight ends, how their blocking is getting better. It seems like it has gotten better the last couple of weeks, and it seems like the running backs are finding it easier to get to the hole and run hard through the hole. Is that something you've seen as well?
Yeah, absolutely. Our tight ends need to know that, and they do know they need to sustain their blocks. And right now, I call some of them roller coasters, and they know exactly what we mean by when we say roller coaster now is the fact that it's going really well and then it doesn't go well. It's going really well and it doesn't go well, and we need more consistency out of those guys that play in that position.
Absolutely, and then you talk about turnovers, and that's kind of been the story for the first part of this season is the turnovers have stopped these promising drives on offense. Is that just a matter of not keeping both hands on the ball, or is that something different?
It comes down to discipline. You know, we have to be more disciplined than we currently are. We talk about 2 hands on the ball. We talk about make sure that we get the center exchange. There were times last week that the start of the play just didn't go well. You know, the most important position on that field is the center, and the center gets the ball to the quarterback, and those are an easy thing for us to do. We watch junior high guys do it, we watch youth guys do it, and that's where we struggled last week, is just the simple exchanges that we've done hundreds and thousands of times. And Hibbing, props to them, they took advantage of it.
And looking at this week in practice, what is something you're hoping to improve on before this game here on Friday night against Mora?
Drier feet than we currently have. You talk about a great opportunity to practice ball control and practice hanging on the football. I don't know if we have a ball out here right now out of our 28, 32 footballs that isn't covered in mud, and we're taking care of the ball for the most part. We'll see it today when we scrimmage here in a bit. But we talk about ball control, and what better chance to practice it than a mud-infested place that we have right now.
Absolutely, and both these teams run similar offenses, similar defenses as well. What is something you're looking for on that defensive side of the ball to try and execute against?
We got to make sure we stay lower than they do. Their defensive line is coached up real well over there. They're great guys. They're great coaches, and they do a nice job of being physical up front. So I think for us, it's going to be all about matching that physicality up front. If our guys can do that consistently throughout the night, we'll find places to run the ball. But if we don't, it's going to be a long night.
Yeah, and looking at that defense, is there maybe a position or a players that you're looking at trying to maybe not necessarily scheme around, but make sure you don't necessarily run that way?
I don't know if it's a specific guy that we're looking at that we have to try to avoid, or a specific guy that we're trying to run towards this week. Last week we had a little bit more of an identification when it comes to Hibbing than we do this week against Mora. They're more balanced, and they do a nice job athletically of coming downhill at the linebacker position. So for us, it's more about what can we do better, and then let everything else take care of itself.
And on that first offensive drive here on Friday against the Mustangs, what's something you're hoping to see from this offense?
Movement. If we get movement, if we could set the tone early, we absolutely think we're going to be in a tight ball game with the Mustangs. We thought last week when that first fumble happened, we all looked at each other, the coaching staff, and said, hey, we got to make sure the guys know this thing isn't over. Mm-hmm. And it took us a while to overcome that. It took us a while to get over the idea that we just fumbled the first play of the game. So for us offensively, it's all about setting that tone early. We don't have to score, but we got to get movement, and we have to have some confidence, and we have to have some success, and I think it'll be a great game.
Absolutely, and it's obviously a rivalry game. These two teams seemingly play year in and year out, and it's always a fun matchup between these two teams. That's got to obviously get a little bit of more energy in this locker room with these guys.
I'll be honest, with the new district play, we don't have a lot of rivalry games left. I mean, we just don't. When you're going 2 hours away, a lot of times the kids don't know each other. I know our guys have already got texts from Mora, and I know we sent some texts to them within the players. Absolutely, this is our rival game all year. Every year you wait for guys that you can at least say, hey, they're at least our neighbors, and this is one of them that we're pretty excited about, and I know they're excited about it.
Absolutely, and are there any injuries that this team is recovering from or that we need to know about?
You know what? We came out healthy again, and every week we've been fairly successful in that department. We've had a couple of big injuries, and we're still going to miss out Tucker Kubish this week. When he comes back, he makes us instantly better. But outside of that, nothing that we didn't know the week before.
And is there anything else that you wanted to add?
Just we're looking forward to the opportunity each week. The kids have come back very positive. You know, we looked at a coaching staff last Friday on the bus ride home, and we said, geez, you know, what are we going to do to make sure that everyone shows up on Monday ready to go? And you know what? The guys did. I mean, they are a very mature group, and they showed up. They got back to business, and every day this week has been a good day for us. So I give a lot of props to the kids.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much for joining me, and good luck on Friday.
Hey, thank you very much.
Back here on WCMP 106.5 FM, AM 1350. Of course, live video at WCMPradio.com. I want to thank Logan Kalecki for joining us, taking time out of his busy practice schedule to join us and have a word. Also want to thank both coaches Berger and Fort for joining us for those interviews. It is much appreciated that they do those interviews. Again, we don't have the content that we do if it's not for them, so I appreciate them taking time out of their busy schedules to do those interviews. It is greatly appreciated. Believe it or not, makes less work for me, so I appreciate them. Makes the broadcast look that much better. So we appreciate them for doing that. And that is just about it here for the pregame. Again, kickoff coming up here shortly. The Kettle River Pizza kickoff coming up shortly between the Pine City Dragons and the Mora Mustangs. Both teams, again, coming in on an 0-4 record. Somebody's O has to go, and it will be whoever gets the victory will get that first win in the section as well. So a lot of action bound here for tonight. It's going to be a dogfight. The field's a little bit damp, so that might have something to play into this game. We'll wait and see if that won't be a factor as well. Mora, this is their first game, and I think their first and only game that won't be played on turf. Will that have a factor? We'll have to wait and see. Pine City, they know this field pretty well. Obviously, they play here, practice here all week long. So we'll see if that doesn't become an advantage for the Dragons here in this one. Again, I want to thank all of you for tuning in to the pregame. Thanks to Coach Berger and Fort, and thanks to Logan Kalecki for joining us in the pregame. We'll hear a couple more words from our fine sponsors, then we'll be set for that Kettle River Pizza kickoff here on WCMP. For WCMP, I'm Ethan Game Day Gilman. And good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I am Ethan Game Day Gilman. I'll be bringing you all the action from tonight's broadcast here on 106.5 FM, AM 1350, WCMP. Of course, this game being broadcast here on WCMP going to be between the Pine City Dragons hosting the Mora Mustangs. Both these teams come in at 0-4 on the season. And they will both be looking for not only their first win on the season, also their first win in the section. The winner of this game, will go on and put themselves right away in a spot to host a playoff game. So a very important matchup here tonight between both of these teams, and it will be a fun one nonetheless as well. Both these teams, two physical teams, very similar offenses and defenses, and we will see who will get away with their first win of the year here this evening between the Dragons and the Mora Mustangs. We will take a quick commercial break. When we return, it's the Kettle River Pizza kickoff here on WCMP. Kettle River Pizza is a great way to fundraise for your team. Visit kettleriverpizza.com to get started. In fact, we'll keep it right here. We won't get a word from our sponsors quite yet just because we've got kickoff coming up right now from Kettle River Pizza. It's the Kettle River Pizza kickoff. Kettle River Pizza is the delicious, locally made frozen pizzas. Pick one up on your way home from the game today or stop into their Ask Ove location and buy in bulk and save. Kettle River Pizza. 12 minutes are up on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. Embrace Orthodontics custom light force braces or Invisalign clear aligners with 3 locations in Pine City, Lindstrom, and Cambridge. EmbraceMN.com. Again, Embrace getting that brand new location in Cambridge. If you're going west on Highway 95, it is between the Culvers and the Great Clips and the Goodwill and Dollar Tree. It's right in between there. It's where the old gas station used to be. Getting a quick word from one of the referees here are the Pine City Dragons sideline. I wish I could get down there and hear what they're saying. It's delaying the start of our game right now, and I'm not 100% sure why. Well, either way, here we go. So the kickoff team going out there for the Pine City Dragons. Landon Ganote getting set to kick away here for the Pine City Dragons. And now we're missing a T. And not the best of starts here for Pine City, but we'll get to it. Again, it's Landon Ganote getting set to kick this one away.
Number 68, Landon Ganote.
Looking at his gunners, it'll be Millman, Peterson, Gatsky, Denz, and Johnson. To his right, to his left, it'll be Preston, Overtoom, Austinson, Peets, and the other Gatsky. 2 Gatskys on the field. And we are just about set for the Kettle River Pizza kickoff. There's the whistle, and there's the boot. It's going to be a shorter kick taken up at about the 35-yard line to the 40. Tries to bounce off of one tackle, bounces it out to the left side before he's wrapped up and taken down just past the 40 at about the 42-yard line. So that's where the Mora Mustangs will take over on offense here to begin this game. Kickoff coming at about 6:58, so we're about 2 minutes early here. I'm not complaining. I won't mind getting out of here any bit early here tonight. Coming out for the Mustangs, the starting offense. Looking at the quarterback, of course, it is Nathan Nelson. His running backs in the backfield, Brock Folkma, Maverick Sutherland, and Mason Nelson. Here they come out in the power T formation. Nelson will give it off the side there to, I believe that was Folkma. Folkma will pick up a few yards to about the 46. It'll be a gain of 4 for Brock Folkma. Ashton Moore with the tackle. And it'll be second down and about 6. We'll call it a long 6. That ball just on the other side of the 45. Great starting field position here for the Mustangs on their first drive of the game. Again, this one bound to be a good one here between two physical teams. Both looking for their first win. Handoff up the middle this time. A good hold, a run through, and he's going to be near a first down, if not have it. Trying to catch the number of who carried that ball that time, and it is Maverick Sutherland. And he'll pick up about 6. Oh, they're going to say he's short. It is 6 yards. Well, we'll give him 5 for Sutherland. So it'll be third down and 1. A big third down here early on as the Mora Mustangs are already into Dragon territory to begin this first quarter. Again, just under 10:45 now to go in this first quarter. Third down and 1. Quickly to the line. Nathan Nelson takes a snap. He's going to sneak it. He's got plenty and then some for the first down. Gains about 2 on that carry. And it'll be a first down for the Mustangs. Move the chains as that ball will be spotted about the 46-yard line of the Dragons. 10.5 minutes to go here on that Embrace Orthodontic scoreboard in the first quarter. First possession here for the Mora Mustangs of this game. Beautiful night for football so far. So I think we're sitting at about 72 degrees here right before kickoff. But there is some rain in the forecast, so we'll see if that holds up. Nathan Nelson under center. Takes the snap. He'll give it off to Folkma off the left side. Folkma hurdles one defender, then gets to about the 43 before he's taken down. Folkma will pick up about 3 on that carry. Logan Kalecki, they are so happy to have him back in the lineup. This Dragon team missed him for the first 3 games of the season. He was back last week against Hibbing, and they certainly were glad to have him back. Don't be surprised if he does get in there on the offensive side of the ball. Second down and a short 7. And was that Pine City who jumped? That's what they're going to say. So a free 5 yards there for the Mustangs, and the first penalty of the game goes on the Dragons. It'll be offsides. And second down and 1 to go. Mustangs get the call in from the sideline. Nathan Nelson runs it in to the offensive huddle. 9.5 minutes now to go here in this first quarter. Again, both these teams will take a lot of time off the clock with their drives. Nelson under center. Nelson takes a snap. He hands it off to Folkma. Folkma off the left side, cuts it back up the middle. He breaks off a tackle. He's got some speed, spins around, but then he's taken down at about the 24-yard line. That's a big gain of 13 there for Brock Folkma, and a new set of downs for the Mustangs. Brock Folkma had a nice lane to run through off the left side of the line and spun off of one tackle before being spun down at the 24. Nearly inside that Roddy Motors red zone here are the Mustangs, but Nathan Nelson will first go back under center. Nelson will take the snap, give it off to Maverick Sutherland. Sutherland off the right side, breaks off a tackle, plows through, gets down at about the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 9 for Sutherland, and the Mustangs are officially in the Roddy Motors red zone. Roddy Motors in Mora voted best dealer in Kanabec County 2 years in a row. That's a repeat champion. Roddy Motors, 100 Pine Street, Mora. Ball at the 15-yard line, it looks like. Second down and 1 for the Mustangs. Under 8.5 minutes to go now here in the first quarter. Nathan Nelson brings the team under center. I think he maybe muffed the snap a little bit, but he'll hold on to it himself. He gets past the 15 to about the 13, and it'll be a gain of 2. And that should be enough for a first down for the Mustangs. It looked like he mishandled the ball off the snap just a little bit. He had a double clutch there. I don't know if that affected the handoff or not, and he just decided to keep it, or if that was the design play. Either way, it is a first down here for the Mustangs inside the Roddy Motors red zone. Dipping under 8 minutes to go here in this first quarter. But this is what Pine City was okay with. They were okay with Mora taking a little bit more time off the clock on their first drive and not allowing them to score in 5-6 plays. They wanted them to go 7 to 10. Nelson under center. He'll take the snap. He'll give it back to Sutherland off the right side of the line. He breaks it outside. Breaks off of one tackle. Stiff arms a man falling forward. Still on his feet inside the 5, and he's pushed out at about the 3. It'll be a gain of nearly 10. I think they'll actually spot him at the 4, maybe even the 5, but at the 4 for sure. It's a gain of 9 there for Maverick Sutherland, and his first down and goal inside the Roddy Motors red zone with 7:36 to go here in the first quarter. First down and goal now for the Mora Mustangs. Actually, excuse me, it's second down and about 2. Because I know math, yes. So a gain of about 8-9 yards there for Sutherland. So, they spotted the ball at the 5, it looks like. So second down and 2. They can get a first down without the touchdown. Either way, Nelson under center, power T formation. Nelson takes the snap, a little bit of movement early, but he'll give it off to Sutherland. Sutherland finds some room to run, cuts back. He gets near the goal line. I think he'll have a first down to the 2. But he will not reach the end zone. So, first down and goal here for the Mustangs on the 2-yard line. 7.5 minutes to go here, first quarter. Nelson runs in the play call from the sideline. Taking a little bit more time than they'd like in that huddle, but then they get to the line quickly. Nelson under center. Nelson takes the snap, gives it off to Folkema. Folkema, he's tackled, and he's going to be ripped down short of the goal line. Great tackle there by a whole host of Dragons. And in on that tackle that time was number 51, Ashton Moore. And Merrick Overtoom in on the stop. So Moore and Overtoom in on the stop. And it's second down and goal from about the 3. Clock is running here with 6.5 minutes to go. Nelson under center, power T formation. Takes the snap. He'll give it off to Sutherland. Sutherland into the end zone, untouched for the 3-yard touchdown for the Mustangs. And the Mustangs will get on the board first here in this first quarter as they lead 6-0 over your Pine City Dragons. So the Mustangs get on the board first here in this one. Take up about 5.5 minutes of clock on their drive. But again, Pine City it was okay with that. They were okay with letting Mora go, 7 to 10 plays and taking a lot of time off the clock. Obviously, it would have been better if they held them off, but they were okay with this kind of a drive because then Pine City will get the ball after this 2-point conversion. Nelson, a pop pass over the middle. It's caught in the end zone for the 2-point conversion, and that is a big boy catching that one. That is number 48. Don't have him on the roster sheet, but he is a man to be reckoned with. But he does make the 2-point conversion. So the Dragons trail here in the first quarter with 6:24 to go, 8-0. On that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard, their doctors are committed to providing world-class orthodontic care in a friendly and comfortable atmosphere. You can start today at EmbraceMN.com. They'll also leave you with a smile you'll embrace forever. Find out more at EmbraceMN.com. So the Dragons give up the 6 points plus the 8 due to the 2-point conversion being successfully attempted by the Mustangs. And we still have 6:24 to go, so still plenty of time here in this first quarter. And Pine City will try and get their offense going early on in this one. And going back deep to return for the Pine City Dragons will, of course, be Evan Denz and Braxton Peets. To the starting running backs. Field a little bit muddy. You can probably see it on your screen. You can see some of the mud patches out there. It is going to be getting even worse as the night progresses. That middle of the field is going to be gone before the night ends. And here's the boot. It's a decent kick. Peets, will take it in at about the 15. Cuts up to the left side. He's got a little bit of a lane to run through, but he's tripped up and taken down at the 35. Oh, man, if he wasn't tripped up there, he would have been gone. But nice open field tackle that time by number 80, Archer Schroeder. He made the nice open field tackle on Peets that time. And again, if Pete, if he didn't get the trip up on him, Pete's is gone. That's a kick return touchdown. So here come the Dragons. Their first time out on offense. A.J. Austinson will be under center. Austinson takes the snap, hands it right up the middle, plowing forward nearly to the 40. And on the carry that time was Kalecki.
Carry by Dragon number 17, Logan Kalecki.
And he'll pick up about 3 yards on that one. So again, Logan Kalecki, they've missed him here in the first part of this season. He'll take a break, as now coming in will be Tucker Johnson, number 23. Already, barely can see Kalecki's jersey. He's done some work. Austinson under center. Power T formation. He'll take the snap and quick give up the middle. And it was so quick I didn't even see who took it. That was Tucker Johnson on the carry. Past the 40 to about the 41. It's Jace Preston on the carry. Another gain of about 3 that time.
Third down and 4 for the Dragons from their own 41-yard line.
And it's third down. So third down and about medium here for Pine City. Not ideal, but it's better than third and long, which they've seen themselves in plenty here this year. So third down and medium. Austinson takes the snap. He gives it off the left side here. He's going to be short of the first down and short of the 45 at the 44-yard line. Carry that time again by Preston. He'll pick up about 3, and it'll be 4th and short. Trent Forey with the tackle for Mora. That first down marker, from what I think we can see up here, is just past the 45 by about a foot. So it'll be a yard and a foot to go here on 4th down for the Pine City Dragons with under 4.5 to go. Austinson brings his formation to the line. Takes the snap. And a quick handoff, and they do not even get close. My goodness, the Mustangs completely, absolutely destroy any lane to run through there for Kalecki. No gain there for him, and it is a turnover on downs. So the Mustangs will take over on the Dragons' 45-yard line. And the Mustangs will look to try and add on to their already 8-0 lead. Here on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. Again, it's Nathan Nelson at the quarterback spot. For the Mustangs, they rush to the line. Nathan Nelson, he'll take the snap, and he'll hold on to it. He's looking, 3-step drop, gives it off, and nearly caught by Folkema at the 45, but it is dropped. 40, excuse me. That's where he could not hold on to the ball. So incomplete pass there for the Mustangs, and it'll bring up 2nd down and 10. And last week we seen the Mustangs do this on the very first play against North Branch. It led to 36 yards for Brock Folkema, and then about 3-4 plays later, Brock Folkema would take it in for 5 yards out. So the passing game for both of these teams really is doable. They both have an effective passing game, but they want to stick to their bread and butter, which is the run game in this Power T offense. But, again, that pass game is not something to go overlooked. Nelson will hand off to Sutherland. Sutherland has the edge. He's trying to break around the edge. He's got some room to run. Makes a man miss at the 40 to the 35, and then he's escorted out past the 30, or right at the 30. It'll be a 1st down and a gain of 14 for Maverick Sutherland. Maverick Sutherland with the carry of 14 to the 30. Under 4 minutes to go. Mustangs already deep inside Dragon territory. Again, what a beautiful night for football. We do have that rain in the forecast. We'll see if it holds off here and lets us finish this game. Nelson will hand it off again to Brock Folkema off the left side. He's got a little bit of a lane to run through. Bounces off of one tackle out the outside. Makes another man miss. Ducks under another tackle. Falling forward. And he'll be taken down inside the 15-yard line. It's a gain of about 17 there. Maybe even 18 for Folkema. 18-yard gain for Folkema. They'll line up quickly at the line of scrimmage. Under 3.5 to go now, as Nelson will take the snap right back to Folkema off that left side. They like that left side carry. That is the strong point of their O-line, but this time only a short gain to the 10, so not as short as I thought. It's about a 4-yard gain to the 10 for Brock Folkema. So more or less a gain of 2. The referee on this side was not in the right spot quite yet. Nelson will hand it off on the outside to Sutherland, but this time he's taken. Oh, no, excuse me. Great. Great fake that time. I didn't even see who carried the ball. It must have been Mason Nelson who got it all the way up to the 1. The 2-1-2-yard line. It's a gain of 10 for Mason Nelson on that carry. Wow. That was a great fake there by the Mustangs. That literally faked out everybody in this stadium. So Nathan Nelson will take his team to the line. Takes the snap. He'll hand it to Folkema. Folkema is buried in the backfield. Ashton Moore on that side for the Dragons. And it'll be a loss of a couple there for Folkema. It'll be second down and goal inside the Roddy Motors red zone. Roddy Motors in Mora. RODDYmotors.com. SUVs, pickups, maybe even a camper. Talk to Joe at Roddy Motors in Mora and see what he's got on the lot now. Second down and goal here for the Mustangs, deep into Dragon territory. In fact, inside the 5. Nathan Nelson, he'll take the snap, gives it off here to that Sutherland, and he will walk it into the end zone for his second touchdown of the evening, again from 3 yards out, and that will give the Mustangs a 14-0 lead. So 14-0 is your score on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. Believe you'll smile, you'll embrace forever with under 2 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Mustangs with that 14-0 lead. Nathan Nelson will bring in the play call. And they will break the huddle. This play call took a little bit long to get in, but they're still got plenty of time. Nelson will take the snap, and there is a give up the middle to Folkema. He's in for 2, and it makes it 16-0 in favor of the Mustangs on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. Your customized smile journey starts with a free consultation. The team at Embrace wants to make your journey as seamless and convenient as possible with custom braces or Invisalign. Find out more at EmbraceMN.com. Quick commercial break. We'll be back with kickoff here on WCMP.
Want a mower that's tough enough to break all the rules? Want everything without sacrificing anything? Want performance for the long haul at an unbeatable value? The perfect balance of power and performance. A bad boy mower. Packed with power, muscle, simplicity, and comfort in the pro you demand. It's that time of year. It's your time. You deserve a bad boy. Available only at Stan's Equipment Center in Pine City. Mow with attitude.
Back here on WCMP 106.5 FM, AM 1350, the Mustangs lead over the Pine City Dragons with just under 2 minutes left here in the first quarter, 16-0. It's been Maverick Sutherland who has scored twice here in the first quarter for the Mustangs. Dragons will look to get the ball back and get their offense going. Couldn't convert on the 4th and short. So it was a turnover on downs, and they'll look for a little bit something better to get going here. And getting set to kick it away. Joris Gerritz, number 5, maybe. Gerritz, I hope. And here's the boot. This one a wobbly one, but Dens takes it in. Inside the 20, cuts it outside at the 30, plows forward past the 30 and near the 33 is where he's taken down. So decent starting field position here for the Dragons. And A.J. Austinson will bring his company out onto the field. A short 4-play drive on their first drive. Now they'll look to get something going. 1:52 to go here in the first quarter. Dragons trail 16-0. And here comes the line. Power T formation. Austinson under center. Sends a man in motion right to left. Get that extra blocker up there for the running back, and he gets past the 35, stood up there, and then continues to fall forward. And on the carry that time was number 32. That was Daniel Milliman. Gets it past the 45 to about the 36, excuse me. So a short gain of 3 yards we'll give him.
Second down and 7 for the Dragons.
Second down and 7 to go. Looks like the Dragons will go with more of a rotation here at the running back spot instead of a set 3. Austinson under center, power T formation. Takes the snap. Hands it off on the left side of the line. The running back stumbled a little bit and then was hit pretty darn hard, but taken down short of the 40. Jace Preston will pick up about 3 yards. And that'll make it third down and a long 3 to go with under 50 seconds to go here in the first quarter. On a similar situation the Dragons were in on their first drive. This time they're hoping that they can gain another 3 and make it a first down and a fresh set before heading to the second quarter. Late substitution in the running back spot for the Dragons. They're going to have to get to the line in a hurry. This play taking a little bit of time. There goes the hand of the referee. So they'll have to get this one off pretty quickly here. Austinson takes the, and it was supposed to be a hard count, but the Dragons left on that one. So it'll be a false start, set them back 5. It'll be third down and 8 instead of a first down. And that's unfortunate that time because that would have, the Mustangs jumped 2. That would have given them a free first down, but since the Dragons' right tackle jumped first, it's going to be third down and 8 instead of the first down and 10. So the clock will run again, and we'll see if they get a play off here. 10 seconds to go. And unless they sprint to the line, this should be it. So that'll be it here for the first quarter of play. The Dragons trail 16-0 here in this one. And at the end of the first, we'll switch sides of the field. When we come back, the Dragons will be left with a third down and long here. You're listening to football on WCMP.
Untangling your headphones, finding the right remote, saying goodbye to your favorite shirt that hasn't fit in 10 years. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with Auto Owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. Auto Owners works with independent agents who live in your community and answer when you call, so you can worry about more important things, like finding a new favorite shirt. That's simple human sense.
Contact your local Auto Owners agency, Pine Insurance Agency at pineagency.us today.
A duo that is perfect together. That's Dale's Heating and Appliance and Lennox. Dale's is your local Lennox dealer that's committed to making your family's comfort their top priority. With a wide assortment of options, Dale's will ensure your home's air is top quality. Call Dale's today or visit them at dalesheatingandappliance.com and ask how you can save on your next AC unit. Lennox and Dale's, the perfect duo. Dealer number E06356.
Now, back to more live local sports action on WCMP.
Back here on 106.5 FM, AM 1350 WCMP. Ball is spotted at the 34. Third down and 8 for Pine City. Start of the second quarter, 12 minutes are back up on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. They'll do all the insurance heavy lifting for you. If you don't have insurance, ask about financing options. They'll find a plan to fit your budget. It's a pass play. Austinson, he's looking back over the middle. It's caught. It's caught to the 50. And a great play there as that pass is caught by the Dragons. Number 13, Derek Kinn with the grab there on that one. Derek Kinn, that's a big gain of 16 for the Dragons. Big gain that time, a gain of 16 for the Dragons on third down and 8. Austinson was under a ton of pressure But then as he was falling backward, off his back foot no less, delivered an absolute strike over the middle to Derek Kinn for the first down. Beautiful play there by the Dragons. It was it looked like a screen setup, but then he delivered a strike. Motion man left to right, and Austinson tried to keep it, but the Mustangs were not fooled at all. He'll be taken down for a loss of about 2.5 yards. So it'll be second down and long for Pine City. But you know what? You've got to feel a little bit of momentum there and a little bit of confidence for the Dragons, because coming into that, your offense was kind of struggling. They were kind of, it was tough to get going. But once they got that pass play there, that has to give them a jolt of energy in that huddle. Second down and long now. 11 minutes to go here in the first half. Austinson under center, power T formation. Sends a man in motion right to left. That's Preston. Austinson, the bad snap, and he'll hold on to it. He'll look. He's trying to find anywhere just to escape. He's taken down back at the 45. Loss of 2 more. And that snap, it looked like the snap may have not even got up off the ground even. And it rolled back through Austinson's legs. And unfortunately, that'll set him back now. 3rd and 15. They got to get to the Mora 40 here to convert this for third down. But in this kind of situation, I've always been of the rule of get half or more of it back here on third and then go for it on fourth. And it'll be interesting to see if they don't convert, if they don't get enough yardage here on third, if they will play the field position game and try and punt this one away. So they'll line up here. 2 receivers out to the right of the formation, 1 to the left. Single back is Johnson. A quick pass over the middle to Kinn is going to be incomplete. Kinn was heading to the right. That pass was behind him from Austinson. And I understand it. Austinson was looking for the quick completion, but got to plant your feet there and deliver the strike to try and get the completion. But it just a little hurried there on that one. If he would have stopped for just a split second and then delivered, probably would have been a first down. I believe this will be Landon Ganote back to punt. It is. Ganote to punt. And there's the punt. End over end kick. Going to be fair caught at about the 27. And that's where the Mustangs will take over. 40 back into the lineup here for the Mustangs. He's their safety. I had a chance to talk with him. He was waiting to get back, and now that he's back, I'm pretty sure they are really happy to have him back, are the Mustangs. So second quarter here, 9:53 to go. Mustangs lead 16-0. Dragons have had 2 possessions that have not gone the way they'd hoped. The third offensive possession here for the black and blue of the Mustangs. Of course, blue helmets, black pants with the blue stripe down the side. White jerseys with the blue letters and numbers. They come to the line quickly. Of course, the white face mask on that helmet as well. Nathan Nelson takes the snap. Might have had someone move early. Maverick Sutherland off the right side of the line. Not much doing on that carry. Maybe a yard before a swarm of Dragons get to him. Tucker Johnson in on that stop along with Logan Kolecki.
Dragon number 17, Logan Kolecki.
There'll be a gain of 1 there for Sutherland. And it'll be second down and 9. Again, in their own territory. This is the worst starting field position, believe it or not, that the Mustangs have had. Ball spotted at about still at the 27, so must have started at the 26, more or less. Nelson to the line quickly. Nelson takes the snap. He gives up the middle and got a good push up the middle that time, did the ball carrier. And again, it is Mason Nelson that time all the way up to the 35-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8 that time for Mason Nelson. Gain of 8, and now we get a whistle and a timeout called here by Pine City. So the Dragons will take a timeout, and while they take a timeout, we'll take a quick word from our sponsors as well. You're listening to football here on WCMP.
Wellia Health is here to keep you feeling your best so you can enjoy all the things you love best. You can count on us for your eye exams, mental health services, rehabilitation, wellness exams, urgent care, and much more. At Wellia Health, our goal is to help you live life well. Let Wellia Health help you get back to your best. Give us a call today to set up an appointment. 320-679-1313. WelliaHealth.org.
Are you looking for a position where your role impacts the community around you? Then look no further than Burnett Dairy Cooperative in Grantsburg, Wisconsin. Owned by the farmers in your community, Burnett Dairy offers numerous career options with various responsibilities and growth opportunities. Positions such as CDL drivers, who work closely with our farmers, cheese production, creating award-winning cheeses, and retail store clerks making someone's day better. Visit BurnettDairy.com and click on careers to join our herd.
Nathan Nelson back under center. We've got another flag down. I think this time the Mustangs moved. Should be anyway. Oh, it's against the Dragons again. So I must have seen it late because it looked like Mora had jumped. That's going to be the third penalty so far this evening on Pine City. That'll give the Mustangs a fresh set of downs, and the ball will be spotted right at the 40-yard line. So first down and 10 for the Mustangs at their own 40. Ball on the far side hash. Not much left of the hashes anymore with the field becoming mud. Nelson will hand it off here off the left side of the line. This is Sutherland. Sutherland breaks off one tackle. That's Folkema. Folkema carrying a defender to the 40. 20-yard gain there for Brock Folkema. And he'll get it into Dragon territory. Clean 20 yards there for Brock Folkema. Broke a tackle off that left side of the line, carried a defender for about 5 yards. Nathan Nelson and company will line up quickly. He takes the snap, gives it off to Sutherland off the right side, and he is absolutely plastered. Logan Kalecki, who else makes a nice stop like that? That was a big hammering hit by Kalecki, and he flew in there. Sutherland no gain on that one. That was a big hit there that running back took. So no gain on that play for Sutherland after the massive hit. He was stopped in his tracks. He had some speed going off of that right side, and then all of a sudden, boom, he ran into a wall. Closing in on under 8 minutes to go here in the first half. Mustangs lead 16-0. And he will keep it himself, will Nathan Nelson. Breaks off of one tackle, shoulders off another defender before he's pushed out of bounds. And they will keep the clock running, in fact. He'll get it to about looks like the 33-yard line. Gain of about 7 there for Nathan Nelson. And it's 3rd down and 3. So very interesting here that the Mustangs decide to go no huddle sometimes, and sometimes they'll sit and just go normal offense. I like the idea of kind of switching up the pace every once in a while. So 3rd down and 3. Nathan Nelson under center. He'll give it off to Sutherland. Sutherland off the right side. He's got a lane to run through. Breaks off with one arm tackle. Then he gets stood up, but he will have a first down at the 26-yard line. It's a gain of 8 there for Maverick Sutherland. And a new set of downs for the Mustangs. Kalecki on the stop for Pine City. First down and 10, just outside of the Roddy Motors red zone. Just about halfway through this second quarter, Mustangs with a 16-0 lead here over Pine City. Pine City's offense just hasn't quite gotten into a rhythm here yet. Handoff up the middle, Mason Nelson on the carry, and he'll be stopped after a short gain. See where they spot this one. Inside the 25 to the 24, gain of about 3. For Mason Nelson. He has 21 yards on 3 carries, averaging 7 yards per on his carries here tonight. Under 6.5 now to go, with the Mustangs facing a 2nd down and medium. 4 to 7 yards, I'd say, is medium. Maybe 7 is getting into the little bit of a longer situation, but nonetheless, Nathan Nelson and company back to the line. He'll give it off to Folkema here off the left side. Folkema breaks off of one tackle, breaks off another leg tackle, falling forward, carrying defenders to about the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 9 for Folkema Actually, we'll give him 10 right at the 14-yard line inside the Roddy Motors red zone. Roddy Motors in Mora. Joe Rademacher of Roddy Motors is a United States Marine, so if you're a veteran looking for a new vehicle, go talk to a fellow vet who will get you squared away. Roddy Motors red zone. Thanks to Roddy Motors in Mora for sponsoring the Roddy Motors red zone. Mustangs are inside of that Roddy Motors red zone with 5:37 to go here in the first half. Nathan Nelson under center. He'll give it off to Maverick Sutherland off the right side. He's got a little bit of lane. Bounces it outside. Now cuts it back up, and he is gone. That's his third touchdown here of the first half. This one from 14 yards out. Maverick Sutherland on the board 3 times here this evening, and that will send it to a 22-0 lead for the Mustangs. When he bounced it out wide, I thought maybe the Dragons had a chance to get to him, but not the case there that time, as he used his speed to cut it outside and then cut it up off that far side and into the end zone. Untouched, great blocking there up front by the Mustangs. And they will, of course, go for 2. 5:25 to go here on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. Embrace Orthodontics. Team at Embrace believes the results of a remarkable orthodontic experience should last a lifetime. They'll keep your smile transformation where it needs to be with a lifelong retention program. So going for 2. And Nathan Nelson will hold on to it himself. He'll take it in. The fake up the middle got everyone but one Dragon defender fooled. But that Dragon defender trailed behind Nathan Nelson, and he's got some good speed. 24-0. 5:25 to go here in the first half. We'll be back after a short commercial break. You're listening to Football on WCMP.
A&W Restaurant Pine City is still making fresh root beer. That signature item since 1919. It's still made fresh and on site with real cane sugar and a blend of secret ingredients. It doesn't get any better than this. Their world-renowned A&W root beer is a classic treat, and they can top it off with creamy vanilla soft serve to be known as the famous A&W root beer float. Now that's smooth, tasty, and refreshing. An American iconic A&W root beer float. It never tasted so good. A&W Restaurant Pine City. Come grab your root beer float today.
Now, back to more live local sports action on WCMP.
106.5 FM and AM 1350. Of course, live at WCMPradio.com. Dragons trail 24-0 to the Mora Mustangs here at Saunders Field in Pine City. Both these teams come into the game 0-4. They have faced their fair share of absolutely tough opponents. Duluth-Denfeld being the common opponent between these two. That team is a very good team. Also, Pequot Lakes. I know Mora will play Pequot Lakes, I believe, in a few weeks. I could be wrong, though. Either way, both these teams have played big teams who have aspirations of making it to state here this season. Duluth-Denfeld, North Branch. ESCO obviously going to probably be punching their ticket to state. They have one of the best teams in the state. I don't care any class. They have one of the most complete teams out there. Two Harbors might be a dark horse that no one talks about. And here's the boot, though. And back deep to receive is Braxton Peets on the run. Catches it in his hands. Now doesn't have a lot of blocking there on the outside, but makes a man miss at the 25 to the 30, to the 35 to the 40. He's got the edge to the 45, and he's pushed out of bounds near the 50-yard line. And what a return there by Braxton Peets. That is a big return that the Dragons were looking for. That is exactly what the Dragons needed right now, trailing 24-0, 5:17 to go here. Right at midfield, that ball will be spotted. Braxton Peets, him and Evan Dens have done a fantastic job back there returning the kickoff so far. I mean, that was on the run. He caught that in your hands. I can't explain to you right now how difficult it is to receive a kickoff with your hands like he just did, like it was a pass on the run, no less, and he took it up for a return of about 35 yards there, Braxton Peets. A.J. Austinson under center. He'll take the snap, and he'll give it off the right side here, lowering the shoulder, getting past the 50 to about the 48-yard line. And that is Evan Dens, on the carry, a gain of about 2 there for Evan Dens. 5 minutes to go here. In this second quarter, Pine City trails 24-0, but with the explosion that they got on the return from Braxton Peets, you got to feel like that is going to be a spark for this offense, and they need to get that spark rolling. They need to turn it into a roaring flame and get things going on their side of the ball. Austinson, hard count. Mora not falling for it, though. Austinson, he'll give it up the middle this time, and not much doing for the ball carrier. And that was Tucker Johnson. He maybe gains a yard on that one. So it'll be 3rd down and long for the Dragons. And the middle has not been open so far for the Dragons to run through that. Mora defense has done a good job with just the front four alone of collapsing the offensive line, but then the reinforcements of the linebackers come in to plug the hole and stop the runner and hold him up. Austinson under center, 3rd down and long. Power T formation, takes his snap. He'll give it off the left side to Jace Preston. Preston nowhere to go. He maybe makes it to the 45. That is about it, a gain of 2. Gain of 2 there for him, and it's going to be 4th down and about 6 to go, maybe 5. Looks like about 5 to go here for the Dragons. So 4th and 5, and we did get a timeout call. I didn't see who that was by. I believe Mora. Mora called the timeout. So Mora will be left with 2 here with 3:47 to go in this first half. While they take the timeout, we'll take a timeout as well.
A Lennox air source heat pump is a high-efficiency air conditioning unit that can also heat your home or business efficiently during the spring and fall. It's more economical than heating with propane. Have Dale's Heating and Appliance install your Lennox air source heat pump. Dale's offers a personalized focus and free estimates. Ask Dale's how you can receive up to $1,250 rebates for your air source heat pump system installed in 2023 with 0% financing. Visit Dale'sHeatingandAppliance.com. Conditions apply. See dealer for details.
106.5 FM, AM 1350. Game Day Gilman here with you, bringing you the action from tonight's matchup between 2 0-4 teams in the Section 5 3A. 24-0 Mora so far leads on the scoreboard. Austinson will line up under center, power T formation. 4th down and 5. 3:47 to go. Takes the snap, gives it up the middle, this time to Tucker Johnson. He's going to get close to that first down line, but I think he is short. Short by about a half yard is Tucker Johnson. It'll be a gain of 4.5, but not enough. So not enough to convert the 4th down, and it will be a turnover on downs once again for the Dragons. The Mustangs will set up with the ball on their own 41-yard line with 3:39 to go in the first half. They lead 24-0. And again, the Mustangs have done a good job this entire first half of kind of not necessarily going hurry up the whole way down the field. They've done it, on a 2nd down. They've done it on a 1st. So it's interesting to see here if they use the hurry up a lot more. But I liked how they kind of used it here, used it there, didn't use it on every play. Mustangs will get to the line. Nathan Nelson under center. He'll give it off to Sutherland off the right side. He bounces it to the outside, slips one tackle, gets up the middle. He breaks off another tackle past the 45, and he'll be taken down at around the 46, 47-yard line. Make it around the 47. Oh, they'll actually spot him at the 48, so a gain of 8 there for Sutherland. And they will go hurry up, and now we'll get a timeout as landing a note late off the field here for the Dragons. They will use the 2nd of 3 that they have left here in the first half. So with that timeout, will give us a chance to look at the Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. With 3:18 left to go, Dragons trail 24-0. Custom Light Force braces or Invisalign clear liners with 3 locations in Pine City, Lindstrom, and Cambridge. You can find out more at embracemn.com. Of course, over on 95.5 FM KBEK, the Malacca Wolves are hosting the Foley Falcons. That should be a fun one. Both those teams 2-2 on the season. They're ranked number 2 and 3 in the section as well. So the winner of that one will take sole place of 2nd place in the section. Of course, they're all chasing Annandale, who is number 4 in the state right now in Class 3A. Everyone's chasing Annandale. Annandale having another good season. They kind of have had a couple of off seasons the last couple of years, but this year back to the powerhouse that we know them to be. This section very interesting this year. Got a couple of new teams in there that I know we haven't seen before, like St. Cloud Cathedral and St. Cloud Apollo. I believe Apollo was a 4A school at one point. Spectrum in there as well, but 5 of the teams in this section, 5 of the 8, don't have a win so far. So a lot going on here tonight. Nathan Nelson, he'll take the snap. He'll keep it himself. He looks back. He's got a man open, and down the sideline, it's caught. It is caught, and the receiver is gone. That is Brock Folkema on the reception from 52 yards away. A 52-yard reception there for Brock Volkema. Turns into a touchdown, and that will add on to this Mustang lead, make it 30-0. So 30-0 off of the 52-yard completion to Brock Volkema. And the Mustangs hold on to a 30-0 lead with 3:08 to go. Now, good news if you're Pine City. I know you might be asking yourself, Ethan, what is the good news? It's 30-0. Well, there's 3 minutes to go still in this first half. And if you can get Pine City to get another nice return like that, even to the 40, 45, there's a good chance they'll have some good field position to work with. It'll be another pass play here for the Mustangs for the 2-point conversion. This time it is incomplete. So the Mustangs will still own a 30-0 lead over Pine City. On that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard, Embrace Orthodontics doctors are committed to providing world-class orthodontic care in a friendly and comfortable atmosphere. They will leave you a smile you'll embrace forever. Also, your customized smile journey starts with a free consultation. The team at Embrace Orthodontics wants to make your journey as seamless and convenient as possible with custom Light Force braces or Invisalign clear aligners. You can find out more at EmbraceMN.com. That's EMBRACEMN.com. So, nearing halftime, we've got about 3 minutes to go. Now, if you're Pine City, get another nice return here. Get another good return. Get it up to the 40, 45. 50 would be nice again. It's a lot to ask, but this is if you're looking for someone to get you a spark or even get a kick return for touchdown, this is the kick return team to do it. Braxton Peets, Evan Den's back there. Those two guys are electric. And if there's anyone to get a return for a touchdown, it is those two. This special teams unit has been really good all year long, actually. Something that they've kind of hung their hat on, that being pretty good on the special teams portion of the field. So Dens and Pete's back to return. Either one of them has the chance to make it big on the return. And again, I know I'm pronouncing this kicker's name wrong, but Joris Gertis with the boot. And this is a good kick, and it'll be Peets who takes it inside the 20 to the 15 to the 25, and he slipped. He slipped down at about the 25. Oh, and I think that slip might have twisted his ankle a little bit. Hopefully he's all right, and it's just more or less of a stinger. He'll work himself to the sideline. Luckily, he is able to get himself to the sideline. We'd love to see that, but again, hopefully, we don't want to see anybody hurt. That is the biggest thing here. We want to make sure that everyone stays healthy. So hopefully he's able to walk this off. It's just a little sore, and he's able to get back in there. Dragons will work with 3 minutes and 2 seconds to go on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard to try and get downfield. They'll have about 74 yards to go. Austinson, he'll work his team to the line in the power T formation. Austinson, he'll take the snap and give it right up the middle. A good push up the middle to about the 30. Preston, part of the blocking that sprung Kalecki for about 4.
Carried by Dragon number 17, Logan Kalecki.
Gain of 4 there for Logan Kalecki. Timeout called here by Mora. Interesting timeout call here by Mora. I can't help but think that this is more or less a timeout to save some time. They'll be left with 1. Save some time so that their team can get the ball back yet again. Try and go and make this almost a insurmountable lead before halftime. Now, I've mentioned before, Dragons weren't having much success up the middle. That's pretty darn good there on 1 carry. 4 yards, and I know it may not seem like much, but the push that we just seen from that O-line and the running backs getting in the hole before Kalecki, that's a good, quick push. Now, you're hoping that the O-line and maybe even a running back who gets through the hole before the running back with the ball can get to the second level, the linebackers, and then get another block in on the linebackers and spring a running back loose. That is what you're hoping for here with those middle runs, is you get past the initial 4, get to the linebackers at the second level, and get someone sprung for a 70-yard run. 2:48 to go. Dragons will work back to the line. They got a receiver out wide to the left, 2 to the right, and now we get another whistle. Looks like we've got a flag down on the far side of the field. Not sure what well, it's against Pine City because the referee is going over to talk to head coach Troy Erickson of the Mustangs. Meanwhile, the Mustangs and Dragons will take time to shake hands. Good show of sportsmanship, and that's the thing. This is a rivalry game. This is probably the only rivalry game both of these teams play during the season. So you'd love to see that. I know talking with the head coach for it, he talked about it. This is the only rivalry game Pine City has on the season. They don't have anything else for a rivalry game. They play all these teams that are hours away. So when they get a game like this, this is big. And the Mustangs currently have a 30-0 lead. So we're trying to figure out what there is an apparent flag on the field. I'm not sure. So the referee put his arms out and waved them, not flapping them. He waved them. I'm not sure if it's too many men on the field, if it's sideline warning. It's a 15-yard penalty nonetheless to the 45. It's the first one on Mora. Maybe unsportsmanlike. I want to thank my cameraman here who's doing great work tonight. Appreciate him being out here. So receiver to the left, 2 on the right in this formation. Lone back is Kalecki. Ossenson takes the snap. He's going to fake the give. He's got some time. He rolls out to his right. He's got a man. He looks, and that one is caught. What a great catch there by Derek Kinn at the 50. He was hammered by Forey on the tackle, but Derek Kinn holds on to that catch. That is a great catch there by Derek Kinn. He was plastered by Forey all over him, but a great catch by Derek Kinn there, and maybe we'll see a little bit more of the passing game come to life here as we have under 2.5 minutes to go here in the first half, and the Dragons will have to get things going here if they want to try and get in the end zone. They're 50 yards away with that clock running now to under 2:15 to go. Here they go. They'll break the huddle and get up to the line. They will line up in that power T formation. Ossenson under center now, creeping up on 2 minutes to go. Ossenson takes the snap. He'll give it up the middle, and it's a quick give, but not much doing. About a gain of 2 that time for, I think it's Milliman. Yeah, it is Milliman. Milliman with a small 2-yard gain, and we got another whistle. I think Mora took another timeout, so that'll be it for timeouts for them here in this first half. That'll be the third and final one that they use. Pine City's still left with 1. Third down and about 3 to go. Maybe we'll call it 4. When the timeout is over. 1:51 to go on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. 30-0 the Mustangs lead over the Dragons. Embrace Orthodontics, they'll do all the insurance heavy lifting for you, and if you don't have insurance, you can ask about financing options. They'll find a plan to fit your budget at embracemn.com. Again, a huge shout out to my cameraman to my right here, running the camera here this evening. Appreciate him coming out and running the camera. Makes my job a lot easier. Appreciate him. Bad knee and all. He walked up those stairs and made his way to help me out here tonight. Of course, we almost didn't make it. The car didn't really want to make it here, so we'll see what we can do on our way back home here this evening. We'll see if we might be walking. Of course, I'll be carrying him because of his knee. 1:51 to go. First half, Dragons with a third down and about medium. Third down. Ossenson lines up under center, sends a man in motion right to left. Give up the middle. That's a good push. He'll be near a first down. Will the ball carrier, if not having a first down. That time on the carry was Evan Denz. Looks like he'll be, oh my gosh, inches short. He gained all but an inch. We'll give him the 4. I mean, it is inches here. Under a minute and a half to go. Dragons are going to have to hurry things up. Now, minute 20. Not a lot of time to go 46 yards. If they get the first here, they'll have to worry about passing. Ossenson under center. And, oh, no, I think Pine City moved. No, they're going to say Mora did? Oh, if this is more on Mora, that is huge. It is. The Mustangs move early, and that'll give the Pine City Dragons a free set of downs. Wow. They muffed the snap, and that would have either been a turnover or turnover on downs. Instead, it's a fresh set of downs for Pine City after the offsides by Mora. Now the ball sitting at the 40-yard line, 1:07 to go here in the first half. After this play, Pine City's going to have to go into that hurry-up. Austinson under center. Sends a man in motion right to left. It's Preston. Austinson takes the snap, gives it up the middle. I believe that's Kalecki. Kalecki will fly into a pile of bodies and get near the 35, but he'll be short by about a yard maybe. Kalecki on the carry. And I don't think Pine City's in too much of a hurry here after that short gain of 4. 40 seconds to go here in the first half, and the Dragons, not too much urgency to try and go down and score. They must have something at halftime they want to work on specifically before trying to go too deep. Austinson, he'll roll out to his right. He's looking for Preston. Did he hold on to that? That's going to be pass interference as well. Holy cow. Did he hold on? He did hold on to it. My goodness, what a catch there by Jace Preston. At about the 30. Wow. I think they're going to get him for a pass interference as well. This would be monumental. It is. Holy cow. That's a big penalty. It was a pickup of about 8 for Jace Preston on the catch. Plus the pass interference. We'll see where that puts this ball. Oh, they're going to go from the line of scrimmage. Interesting. I know college rules is 15 yards, so it must be the same here. So, but that will push the ball inside the 25 to about the 23-yard line. 23.6 seconds to go. Can the Dragons get themselves into the end zone? Austinson under center, power T formation. Sends a man in motion left to right this time. Austinson takes the snap. He rolls out to his right. He's got a little bit of room. He finds a man over the middle, but I think that one was knocked down at the line as that ball will roll. So that will stop the clock after only 4 seconds. 3 penalties now for the Mustangs here in this first half, same as the Pine City Dragons. 19.2 to go on that Embrace Orthodontic scoreboard, and scoring right before half here if you're Pine City would be huge. That would give you a lot of momentum because they get the ball back to start the second half. So this would go a long ways if you were able to punch this in here. 19 seconds to go. Of course, you do have the one timeout. Line up, 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Austin under center, takes a snap. He rolls out to his right. He looks over the middle, and it's incomplete. Trying to make the catch was Kin, unable to bring it in. That'll make it 3rd down and long. 3rd and 10, 14 seconds to go. So now if you're the Dragons, I don't know if you have a kicker who can kick this far. Be about a 32, 33-yard field goal from here. Or maybe it'd be about 32, I think. So we'll see what they line up to do. 14 seconds left. Again, they do have the one timeout. 2 receivers out to the right of the formation, 1 to the left. Austinson under center. He'll have a lone single back behind him. Austinson sends a man in motion from right to left. It's Preston will line up in the slot. Austinson rolls out. He's got a little bit of time. Stiff arms a man, and he fumbled. Nope, they're going to say it's incomplete. No, they're going to say he's down. They're going to say he's down. It'll be a sack back to the 30, a loss of 7 on the sack. Pine City does have a timeout if they want to use it. Does not look like they will. So that will bring us to halftime here in Pine City with the Dragons trailing 30-0 on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. Embrace Orthodontics, the team at Embrace, believes the results of a remarkable orthodontic experience should last a lifetime. They'll keep your smile transformation where it needs to be with a lifelong retention program. EmbraceMN.com. We'll take a commercial break here. We're from some of our fine sponsors. We'll come back and recap the first half here on WCMP.
Resetting your password, unsubscribing from emails, printing anything. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with an auto owner's insurance independent agent, getting the right coverage for your business doesn't have to be one of them, so you can get back to more important things, like learning how that printer works. That's simple human sense.
Contact your local auto owner's agency, Pine Insurance Agency, at pineagency.us today.
Are you interested in a technical degree that can quickly help you land your dream career? Or maybe you've always dreamed of going to a 4-year college, but you'd like to start close to home. Either way, Pine Technical and Community College has you covered. PTCC offers more than 50 degrees in hot fields like healthcare information technology, advanced manufacturing, and business. PTCC is now accepting applications. Financial aid may be available online at pine.edu. Starting out or starting over, find your future at Pine Technical and Community College.
Hinkley Towing.
Hi, I'm on the side of the highway with a flat. Can you help me?
On the way.
Hinkley Towing?
Yep. How can we help?
We just had an accident and don't know where to bring the vehicle.
No sweat. We'll come out now and bring you back to our collision center.
Hinkley Towing. Experienced drivers, state-of-the-art trucks, and 24/7 service. For Hinkley Towing, call 320-385-4049 anytime. Hinkley Towing, 320-385-4049 anytime.
With Bad Boy's patented Easy Ride and Gen 2 independent suspension, heavy-duty American-made steel construction, and legendary muscle, there's no mower that brings more comfort, durability, power, and value to mowing pros and homeowners than a Bad Boy mower. Mow with an attitude. It's the driving force behind every mower we build in the good old USA. Our promise to lead the industry in innovation and performance. Available only at Stan's Equipment Center in Pine City. Mow with an attitude.
Your journey to smile with your forever starts at Embrace Orthodontics. The team at Embrace is committed to providing world-class care and a remarkable orthodontic experience. Choose between custom Light Force braces or Invisalign clear aligners with locations in Pine City, Lindstrom, and Cambridge, and a plan to fit your budget, whether you have insurance or not. Embrace Orthodontics will make your smile journey comfortable, convenient, and customized just for you. Visit EmbraceMN.com today to find out how to set up your free exam. EmbraceMN.com. Embrace Orthodontics. A smile you will embrace forever.
Embrace Orthodontics offers a unique specialized approach to orthodontic treatment with custom braces or Invisalign. The team at Embrace loves getting to know their patients personally and takes the time to make sure all your questions are answered. Their board-certified orthodontists use only the latest in modern technology to give you the best outcome possible. They work with your insurance company and offer flexible financing options to fit your budget. Call today to set up your free exam and see how Embrace Orthodontics can transform your smile. More online at EmbraceMN.com. That's EmbraceMN.com.
Hey, you looking for a reliable propane supplier? Look no further than Burnett Dairy Propane. Proud to serve you, providing top-notch propane services all year round, offering convenient delivery options and flexible payment plans that suit your schedule and budget. Trust the experts in the field, Burnett Dairy Propane. Call them today at 715-689-1032 or visit them online at burnettdairy.com. Burnett Dairy Propane, your dependable propane partner.
Hockey practice, running a business, heck, just enjoying your life. You've got better things to do. Let Jeff's Outdoor Services handle your lawn care and landscaping. Your home, your cabin, your business, they got you covered. They've been doing it since 1995. And they're good at it. Call today. Jeff's Outdoor Services. You do your thing, and they'll do theirs.
Back here on WCMP 106.5 FM, AM 1350, the Mustangs lead at halftime, 30-0. And the Dragons, they got a little bit of something going on that last drive, but just could not finish it off. I don't know if they knew they had that final timeout in their pocket there for the last drive, or they were just kind of not wanting to use it and try and go into halftime and go and fix something at halftime rather than try and worry about it here in the first half. 30-0 is the lead for the Mustangs. The Dragons will receive the second half kickoff. So looking at the stats for the Mustangs, 4 possessions. They had 3 penalties there in the first half. They had 26 carries for 168 yards. They were 1 for 2 passing for 52 yards. That equals 220 yards total in the first half on about 28 touches. Leading the way was Brock Folkema, 8 carries, 69 yards, 12 carries, 67 yards for Maverick Sutherland, 3 for 21 for Mason Nelson, and 3 for 11 for Nathan Nelson. Of course, Nathan Nelson had that 52-yard passing touchdown to Brock Folkema. On the other side for the Pine City Dragons, 4 possessions, same. 3 penalties, same as Mora. They came in 16 carries for 31 yards. They were 2 for 4 passing for 21. And that equals 52 total yards here in the first half. Leading the way, rushing were both Logan Kalecki and Jace Preston, 4 carries for 11 yards for both of them. And then 2 carries for 6 for Evan Denz, 2 for 5 for both Tucker Johnson and Daniel Milliman. Of course, again, A.J. Ossenson was 2 for 4 passing for 21 yards. Both of those catches were by Derek Kinn in the first half. No turnovers here in the first half, which is a little bit surprising, seeing as how, as you can probably see the field right now, it is becoming just pure mud. It's turning more into a mud pit than it is a football field right now, and it's a little bit surprising that we didn't have a turnover there. We were close a couple of times, but not to be there in that first half on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. So the Mustangs lead here at halftime, 30-0 over the Pine City Dragons. Again, this is a Section 5-3A matchup between these two teams. The winner of this one will take sole place of 4th place and will, as of right now, have a home game in the playoffs. And after tonight, we've only got 3 games left in the regular season. Yes, 3 games left in the regular season for both the teams. While we take a look at both of those teams, Mora, they will have 2 games left at home against Pequot Lakes next week and the week after that versus Hibbing at home. And then they will have Proctor on the road on that Wednesday to finish off the season on October 18th. So that is what is left for the Mora Mustangs. For the Pine City Dragons, they will have 1 home game left, and that is next week. That is homecoming here against Proctor. Then it is 2 straight on the road. They'll go up to 2 Harbors and Esco to finish off their season. Esco, again, one of the best teams in the state in any class, the most complete team in the state. So a tough matchup there for Pine City. The Section 5-3A playoffs will begin on Tuesday, October 28th. That is the Tuesday after MEA week. So that will be a fun time there. And then it will continue on Saturday, the 28th, and then conclude on Friday, November 3rd, with the section championship. A lot of people are looking at Annandale for that championship, but I would look at Mora, Malacca, and Foley as some teams who might be able to get themselves there as well. So we'll take another commercial break here. We're from some of our fine sponsors, and then we'll come back and look at what both of these teams need to do here in the second half to come away with the victory here tonight. Of course, you're listening to this game on 106.5 FM, AM 1350, WCMP.
Hi, Rob. Hey, why have you been so happy lately?
It's because I no longer pay for hot water.
What? You have 4 teenagers that take all-day showers. How do you not pay for hot water?
Well, I put in a central boiler outdoor furnace that heats my house, my garage, and now I have virtually endless free hot water.
Wow, that's great. With my 10 kids, I'll really save some money. Where do I get a furnace?
Check with your local central boiler dealer, of course.
Northland Boiler Sales, your local central boiler sales dealer. Visit northlandboilersales.com.
Kettle River Pizza loves supporting all the local teams. And if your team is interested in fundraising, well, they've got you covered. Kettle River Pizza has years of experience in fundraising for local teams, organizations, and clubs, and they would like to help you too. With their experience and the fact that Kettle River Pizza is an easy sell, your fundraiser is bound to be a great success. Visit Kettle River Pizza online and click on their fundraising tab. Kettle River Pizza, a winner every time. Grab a few at your local convenience or grocery store for after the game.
All right, settle down. Let's call the meeting of people that complain about everything all the time and never do anything about it to order. Any complaints?
Yeah, my heating bill's too high.
Oh, yeah? Well, Bobby just bought an outdoor furnace from Central Boiler, and he eliminated his heating bill.
What about the hot water?
He eliminated that heating bill, too.
What about his shop?
He heats that, too.
I have no more complaints.
I think Central Boiler offers a solution to our complaints.
Save money on your cooling and heating bills. Visit northlandboilersales.com, your local central boiler sales dealer. Want to make some extra money this holiday season? Then join Burnett Dairy Cooperative's Cheese Store Holiday Crew. They're looking for temporary employees to assist with gift box orders from October 1st through January 6th. This position is scheduled Sunday through Thursday from 12 to 8 p.m. with an hourly rate of $14 per hour and an end-of-the-season retention bonus. Call 715-689-2170 or apply online at burnettdairy.com and click on Careers.
Now for your local news right here on WCMP. I'm Joe Keyport.
And I'm Eric Van Rainen. Pine County Commissioners heard a presentation on an update to the Shoreland Ordinance. News Director Joe Keyport has those details.
Pine County Commissioners heard a proposal for an amendment to the county's shoreland ordinance. The Pine County Zoning Board, along with area partners, have been working on an update to the ordinance that was first adopted in 1993. Caleb Anderson, Pine County's Land and Resource Manager, said some of the key changes are related to vacation rentals.
We're proposing administrative permits every 3 years. We're requiring compliance with the Minnesota Department of Health. Occupancy limits, that's one of the biggest things that we see from neighbors is, we don't want a family reunion every weekend. So we're limiting that at 2 people per bedroom or septic system capacity.
Anderson says the amendment would allow only campgrounds with more than 15 sites to be built in commercial districts. The amendment also attempts to clarify the uses for resorts in the county. Following commissioner feedback, the amendment will be sent back to the zoning board before a public hearing is held. For a second story on this Friday, a Mora man and Hinckley woman are facing murder charges following an overdose death in Aitkin County. According to law enforcement, Aitkin County deputies were called to the Malmo Township on June 18th with the report of an unresponsive man. Life-saving measures were unsuccessful and the man died. Due to evidence at the scene, it was believed that the victim had died of a controlled substance overdose. An investigation identified Stephen Bochnak of Mora and Christina Crone of Hinckley as suspected fentanyl dealers, while they're charged with felony third-degree murder and are being held in the Aitkin County Jail. A Kanabec County business owner was hospitalized for heroic efforts in a crash last week. Eric Van Renen has that story and more.
The owner of the Brunswick Flea Market was hospitalized after a vehicle crashed into the business last Friday. According to Kanabec County Sheriff Brian Smith, a flea market volunteer suffered a medical event while attempting to turn onto Highway 65.
And then when they pulled out onto the highway, there was heavy acceleration, and instead of turning and going down the highway, they just kept doing their turn, and it pulled them right back down in the ditch and right into the building.
The vehicle accelerated through an open garage door at the flea market. Smith said owner Tammy Johnson was injured for heroic actions and pushing a 2-year-old child out of the path of the oncoming vehicle. Both Johnson and the driver were treated at the hospital for their injuries. Johnson is recovering from a broken back in the incident. And for our last story on this Friday, Foley officials are looking for public input on designs for the city's new welcome signs. Residents can vote between 3 design concepts in person at the Foley Library or online via a SurveyMonkey link on the city's Facebook page. The city is seeking funding from the Central Minnesota Arts Board and community donations for the signs, which will be displayed on the east and west sides of town. Those funds will supplement money already set aside for the project in the city's budget. Voting ends on October 15th. This has been your local news for Friday, September 29th.
More customers, more name recognition, more employees, more market share. If you'd like a little more for your business, it's time to start digital advertising. Did you know that the average person spends 4.5 hours per day on their smartphone? It's time for you to start reaching them. Streaming TV, SEO or SEM, display ads, and email marketing. If your business could use a little more, contact us now and we can help. info@q-mediagroup.com.
Kettle River Pizza is a proud supporter of sports teams and community organizations. Local groups and teams across the state have had amazing success with Kettle River Pizza fundraising. From sausage and pepperoni to chicken Alfredo or the hot Hawaiian, the cheesy deliciousness practically sells itself. Visit kettleriverpizza.com to schedule your next fundraiser. It's so easy to get started. Got a pizza craving now? Pick up a Kettle River Pizza at your local grocery store or convenience store today.
Getting ready for the second half of action here. The second half Kettle River Pizza kickoff coming up. Of course, it is 30-0 in favor of the Mora Mustangs. Of course, we haven't had a turnover yet in this one, which is a little bit surprising to me, but we've still got a whole half to go. The Dragons trail 30-0 on that Embrace Orthodontic scoreboard. We got about, I think, 3 minutes left of halftime warm-up, and then we'll be set for second half action. And the Dragons here in this one, they started to get a little something to go their way there in that first half, and the passing game was really coming along, but as we were at break here in halftime, the rain has started to fall, and as the night goes along, it's only going to get heavier. So the pass game may not be something that the Dragons are going to necessarily be able to work with anymore here in the second. That's not to say that they can't. It's not to say that they can't throw the ball with the rain. It's not to say that receivers can't catch the ball in the rain. It's just going to be that much harder. So if you're the Dragons, I think you got to stick with that run game here, but maybe go try and get something outside. Try and get something busted to the outside. I think if you can use that, even that wing T formation, and use that toss play to get those two running backs that the Dragons have in the wing T to lead block for the one running back on the outside, and then have him go around the edge. Maybe use something like that, or get one of the running backs in, or both of them even, in more of a heavy I-form set to go right up the middle, and then the running back just follows, and you tell the running backs, hey, you go find the linebackers and create space. But Mora's done a good job with that big old number 48 out there. He is just, he has sliced through the Dragons' offensive line right now. They don't necessarily quite yet have an answer for him, and they'll have to find an answer for him here in the second half, try and get things going. But they've done a good job of kind of not necessarily playing keep away, but running opposite of where he is at. So the Dragons, I think, again, keep with that run game, but, throwing the pass every once in a while, maybe throwing a trick play, just something to get your team jump-started here in the second half. I think that would be huge to get a jump start for your team in the second half. Get something going to where you can gain some momentum and carry it into a long drive and punch it into the end zone. Just something to get you a spark here in this second half. For the Mora Mustangs, I don't think there's much that they need to change here at half. They've been doing a pretty good job of mixing it up, run, pass. They've been doing a good job of giving it off to different running backs. So if I'm the Mustangs, I just stay status quo pretty much. There's not much that they need to change because they have a 30-0 lead right now in this first half as we switch over to the second half, getting ready for that second half. Kettle River Pizza kickoff coming your way here very, very shortly as both teams are finishing up their halftime warm-ups. And again, remember, Pine City will receive the second half kickoff, that second half Kettle River Pizza kickoff. Man, now I'm craving pizza. Might have to go to Ascove. Either way. So looking over at 95.5 FM KBK, Malacca's homecoming game against Foley. Foley leading 22-10 at the half over the Malacca Wolves. That's a very interesting game over there. Foley, of course, remember, Foley and Malacca were the section championship teams last year who faced off. It was Malacca coming out on top who pushed themselves to state. Foley trying to say, hey, maybe this is our year now. Looking at the rain out there, you can't really tell on the camera, nor can we really tell in front of us, but once you look up towards the lights, you can see it. I think it's more now turned less into a sprinkle than it has anything. It's kind of slowed down, but again, as I mentioned before, the rain is going to pick up as this game goes along, and before it reaches its end, it will be more or less of a downpour. So the field as it is will more or less look like a mud pit for an event. Be talking about maybe some monster trucks, it looks like, that will go through here, but turning into the Mud Bowl, as my cameraman has reminded me, the Mud Bowl. But it seems fitting because last time these two teams played here in Pine City was 2021, and it was kind of a similar fashion. It was rainy and it was muddy. The field was just pure brown. There, you really couldn't see the yard markers, but that is football. That is football. You gotta love it. So again, Pine City will line up to return the kick. Evan Dens, Braxton Peets back to return. This Kettle River Pizza kickoff, the second half Kettle River Pizza kickoff. Kettle River Pizza, if your team is looking for an easy way to raise funds for your organization, try Kettle River Pizza, the easiest and cheesiest way to fundraise. Of course, pepperoni and sausage, chicken Alfredo, or the hot Hawaiian. You can grab a handful of delicious Kettle River pizzas. Of course, they are handcrafted right there in Ascove. I'm going to pronounce his last name wrong, so I apologize, but it's Joris Gertis. Gertz to boot. There it is, and this is an end-over-end kick. That'll be bouncing at the 20, and it will stop at the 20. Evan Dens, he breaks off of one tackle to the 25 and wrapped up near the 30. A good ankle tackle there by the Mustang defender. Dens near the 30 to about the 29. You can just tell how soggy it is if you look to the right of that 20-yard line. I mean, those are deep footprints. This field right now is soaked. You can almost kind of see where the ball landed. That's how soaked it is. But the Dragons will take over on their own 29-yard line. On that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard, 11:56 to go here in the third quarter. This will be the Dragons' first possession here of the second half. And Austinson and company break the huddle. They'll line up. Two receivers out wide right in the formation, one to the left. Austinson takes the snap. He'll hand it up the middle to Kalecki. Kalecki not much doing. He will get past the 30 to the 31. Short gain there for Kalecki. You know what? I like that play. I like that play there by the Dragons. Empty it out, get the single back, give them a different look, because I don't think they've run out of that formation yet. So give them that different look and try and get something to explode, but that time not doing. Of course, my cameraman just reminded me of a play they could run out of that, and it's a smart play. Send a man in motion left to right. It's Evan Dens. Austinson, he'll keep it himself. Austinson will cut up the field, lower the shoulder for really no gain. Yeah, no gain on the play there. We do have a Mora Mustang down after the tackle. I can't see who it is, but we'll take a commercial break. We'll be right back.
Aw, man. Hinckley Collision.
Hell no. My new car?
Hinckley Collision is the right decision. Fender benders, major accident damage, or hail damage. Hinckley Collision is the right decision. With 24/7 towing and fast, friendly, professional service, their collision department will get you back on the road in no time. With decades of experience dealing with insurance carriers, make the call today. 320-384-7002. 320-384-7002.
There has never been a better time to sell your home. Get a fast cash offer today and have your money in as little as 7 days. Any house, any condition. They will make you an offer the same day and pay you in as little as 7 days. City lots, lake lots, land, does not matter. They want to buy it. If you are ready to sell your home, let Haley Newman with Keller Williams Premier Realty give you a fast cash offer or help get you into the home of your dreams today. Contact her at 320-469-6868.
Joe and the gang at Roddy Motors say, "Go Mustangs!" Well, of course, he's got two boys on the varsity squad. He's born and raised in Mustang country, voted Reader's Choice Best Dealer in Kanabec County 2 years in a row. That's what you call a repeat champ. And he offers vehicles of all makes and models, can get you financed on site, and put you and your new vehicle before the Mustangs take on next week's opponent. When you need a quality new vehicle, make your way to Roddy Motors in Mora or visit roddymotors.com.
Want a mower that's tough enough to break all the rules? Want everything without sacrificing anything? Want performance for the long haul at an unbeatable value? The perfect balance of power and performance. A bad boy mower. Packed with power, muscle, simplicity, and comfort in the pro you demand. It's that time of year. It's your time. You deserve a bad boy. Available only at Stan's Equipment Center in Pine City. Mow with attitude.
Untangling your headphones, finding the right remote, saying goodbye to your favorite shirt that hasn't fit in 10 years. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with Auto Owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. Auto Owners works with independent agents who live in your community and answer when you call, so you can worry about more important things, like finding a new favorite shirt. That's simple human sense.
Contact your local Auto Owners agency, Pine Insurance Agency at pineagency.us today.
Back here on WCMP 106.5 FM AM 1350. The injured player was 48, the man who we do not unfortunately have a name for on the roster. Meanwhile, a carry off of the left side of the line by Peets. Gets near the 35 to the 34, pickup of 3, and that'll make it fourth down. Believe it or not, that's Braxton Peets' first carry of the game. And it's fourth down. It looks like the Dragons will bring on the punt unit. Landon Ganot back deep to punt it away for the Dragons. And I cannot see the return man's number. And we got a flag. False start offense. So the Dragons will be pushed back 5 yards, make it 4th and 11 from the 29. Can't help but wonder if maybe the wet ground playing a little bit of a role. Maybe it's Trent Forey. Good note with the punt. It's going to be a live line drive punt, and it is going to pretty much die at about the 45. It'll roll maybe to the 44, and that is where the Mustangs will take over. They will spot the nose of the ball at the 45, so it will be the 45-yard line, rather, where the Mustangs will take over on their own side of the 50 with 10 minutes to go here in the third quarter on that Embrace Orthodontic scoreboard. Their doctors are committed to providing world-class orthodontic care in a friendly and comfortable atmosphere. Start today at embracemn.com. 30-0 is the Mustang lead. Nathan Nelson, power T formation under center. Takes the snap up the middle. And a short gain that time, about 2 or 3 for the ball carrier. Looks like Mason Nelson. Gain of about 2. So second down and about 7, 8 yards for the Mustangs. Out of the huddle. To the line. Nelson under center takes the snap. He'll give it off the right side of the line now. That looks to be Brock Volkema. Brock Volkema breaks out. But there's a flag in the backfield, and this will be coming all the way back. That's got to be a little bit frustrating because you get that big of a run, and then you go and call it 15. Under 9 minutes to go, and the clock. While we were trying to fix the technical difficulty, 1st and 10 at the 15. And right up the middle. That time went the ball carrier, Maverick Sutherland. He's inside the 5 to the 4, a gain of 11. Inside the red zone, and if you are joining us now after that technical difficulty we just suffered, I apologize. Mustangs have had the ball. They started on their own side of the field and then since have brought it into the Roddy Motors red zone. Roddy Motors in Mora, voted best dealer in Kanabec County 2 years in a row. That's a repeat champion. Roddy Motors, 100 Pine Street in Mora. Roddy Motors, RODDYMotors.com. The Mustangs have drained quite a bit of clock here in this third quarter. 2:15 to go. First down and goal from the 4. Takes the snap. He'll give it off to Troy Bankers, who is swallowed up in the backfield once again, making the initial contact that time. Trying to get that was Merrick Overtomb making the initial contact to stop Bankers on the carry, and he'll lose a yard. Merrick Overtomb makes the initial hit to drive him backwards, and then Kalecki will finish it off. Rain is starting to come down heavier now. As I mentioned before, rain is going to pick up and become a downpour by the time this game is over. But the Mustangs have it inside the Roddy Motors red zone. It'll be second down and goal from the 5 with 1:35 to go here in the third quarter. Mustangs lead 30-0 again. Didn't miss a whole lot. The Mustangs have just driven down the field since our technical difficulty. And the ball's on the ground. Off of the snap. I believe the Mustangs come up with it. They do. So no turnover there. Haley Newman, the turnover sponsor, of course. So we haven't had a Haley Newman of Keller Williams Realty turnover. Haley Newman turning over the key to your new home. Turnovers are courtesy of Haley Newman, but we haven't had one yet. So we'll have to wait and see. Third down and goal from the 5 under a minute to go. Haley Newman looking to buy or sell a property. Contact Haley Newman of Keller Williams at 320-469-6868. Mustangs will get up to the line of scrimmage. Third down and 5. Third down and goal from the 5. And this carry for Maverick Sutherland. He's in once again. So Sutherland from 5 yards away. That's his 4th touchdown of the game to make it 36-0 in favor of the Mora Mustangs. So the Mustangs score to make it apparently 356 to nothing. No, it's only 36 to nothing. My hand seemingly too fast to it. 36-0, 36 seconds to go here in the third quarter. On that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard, your customized smile journey starts with a free consultation. Carry here is going to get the running back into the end zone. I believe that might have been Mason Nelson who converts the two. And that'll make it 38-0, as I was talking on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. Embrace Orthodontics, your customized smile journey starts with that free consultation. The team at Embrace wants to make your journey as seamless and convenient as possible with custom Light Force braces or Invisalign clear aligners. They'll also do all the insurance heavy lifting for you. If you don't have insurance, ask about financing options. They'll find a plan to fit your budget at EmbraceMN.com. 38-0. 36 seconds left here in the third quarter. Mustangs lead over the Pine City Dragons, and you may not be able to see it again, but the rain starting to pour now, and certainly going to have an effect somewhat on the ball and how it's handled. Hopefully not too much. It's coming down pretty good, though, as we continue to watch. So the Mustangs will get set to boot it away. It's Joris or Yoris? Oris? Gerritz? Gerritz, maybe? Maybe it's more Irish. Gerritz. I'm just having fun. I hope I'm pronouncing it right. Even close. Braxton Peets will take it in. He'll actually have to pick it up off the ground at the 15 to the 20. Makes a man miss at his ankles to the 25. Trying to cut it back at the 25, but they're going to get a block in the back near that 25-yard line. So that will set us back. I think that referee who threw the flag had a pretty clear view of it. It's either block in the back or holding. Either way, it will set the Dragons back. Yeah, it's a block in the back. Yeah, unfortunately, when Braxton Peets made that cut at the 25, I watched the block in the back happen, and sadly, the referees did not miss, so that will be the fifth penalty on the Dragons here this evening. This will be their, believe it or not, the second possession here. Mustangs took up pretty much all of the clock in that third quarter. There's 27 seconds left. So here comes Austinson and company. And you can hear head coach Troy Erickson yelling for a timeout for the Mustangs. So they will take a timeout. They'll be left with two in this second half. While they take a timeout, we'll take one as well. You're listening to Football on WCMP.
A duo that is perfect together. That's Dale's Heating and Appliance and Lennox. Dale's is your local Lennox dealer that's committed to making your family's comfort their top priority. With a wide assortment of options, Dale's will ensure your home's air is top quality. Call Dale's today or visit them at dalesheatingandappliance.com and ask how you can save on your next AC unit. Lennox and Dale's, the perfect duo. Dealer number E06356.
So Erickson just seen something he didn't like, wanted to quickly change it before Pine City got out there. Looks like he has his backups in there, leading 38-0. 27 seconds to go. Austinson under center, power T formation, sends a man in motion from left to right. Takes the snap, he'll give it up the middle, finds a little bit of room to run, and taken down near the 25. That time, Jace Preston on the carry. He'll gain about 5. And it'll be second down and 5 here for the Dragons, and that should do it here for the third quarter of play. On that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard, and that will run us out. So, fourth quarter of play coming your way as the Mustangs lead on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard, 38-0. Embrace Orthodontics, the team there, believes the results of a remarkable orthodontic experience should last a lifetime. They'll keep your smile transformation where it needs to be with the lifelong retention program at EmbraceMN.com. Fourth and final quarter coming your way after a short commercial break.
Wellia Health is here to keep you feeling your best so you can enjoy all the things you love best. You can count on us for your eye exams, mental health services, rehabilitation, wellness exams, urgent care, and much more. At Wellia Health, our goal is to help you live life well. Let Wellia Health help you get back to your best. Give us a call today to set up an appointment. 320-679-1313. WelliaHealth.org.
Are you looking for a position where your role impacts the community around you? Then look no further than Burnett Dairy Cooperative in Grantsburg, Wisconsin. Owned by the farmers in your community, Burnett Dairy offers numerous career options with various responsibilities and growth opportunities. Positions such as CDL drivers, who work closely with our farmers, cheese production, creating award-winning cheeses, and retail store clerks making someone's day better. Visit BurnettDairy.com and click on Careers to join our herd.
Both teams switching sides of the field. We're now towards the north side of the field here, Pine City. With the ball on offense, we'll start the fourth quarter. 12 minutes to go on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. Sending man in motion from right to left. It's Braxton Peets in motion, and then they give up the middle here. Not sure what's going on with the play, but looks like a loss. It looks like they tried to pass it, and Austinson rolled out to his left. That is not an easy throw. If you're a right-handed quarterback rolling out to your left trying to make a throw downfield, you can try it, but it's hard to do. Does not look like he actually lost anything. Looks like he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that would be it for that play. Third down and 5, 11 and a half minutes to go and counting. Foley leads in the third quarter over Malacca right now, 36-10, but they are in, I should say, a 30-minute weather delay. So that weather is making its way over this way, so we could be headed for a weather delay. Meanwhile, a great carry there by the running back whose number we failed to see because of the mud. He gets it past the 30 near the 35. Evan Dens on the carry. We'll wait for the people who have spotters. So from the 24 to about the 34. Oh, no, they're good. Oh, wow. I don't know about that spot, but they spot him at about the 33, 32. Either way, it's a gain of 8 for Evan Dens. A couple cutbacks helped him, but again, that Malacca Foley game in a 30-minute weather delay. Hopefully we are able to finish our game before that weather. Again, that weather is making its way here. It's a handoff up the middle, breaks off of one tackle, continues to plow forward past the 35 to about the 37, 36-yard line on the carry that time. I believe that was Tucker Johnson, perhaps? Yeah, no? Yes. Tucker Johnson on the carry. And the wind has certainly picked up, so we're getting some weather blowing in here. As I mentioned before, that Foley-Malacca game in a weather delay, and it's coming this way. Give off the right side this time, and the ball carrier wrapped up and slammed down. That is going to be number 20, Sam Johnson. So Sam Johnson on the carry. It's a small pickup of about 3. We'll give him 3 on it. Make it third down and about 5. Here in the fourth quarter, 9:18 to go. Again, reiterate, Foley is up 36-10 over Malacca with 4:43 left in the third, but they are in a weather delay right now. And that is coming right at us, so hopefully this game can wrap itself up. Carry up the middle, trying to plow through some bodies, but not much doing. They'll give him a good spot at about the 41. Gain of about 3 for Jace Preston. That'll make it fourth down and about a long 2. 8.5 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. Pine City getting the call in. And here we go. Fourth down. Dragons under center, A.J. Austinson takes the snap. He'll give it off the left side there, and he is wrapped up and not going to go anywhere. And he'll be short of the first down, I do believe, but he'll be close. Sam Johnson. Gained about 2 there. So Mora will take over, and of course they do have their backups in, so we'll try and get to their numbers as we can. Try and get you to who's at quarterback and who's at running backs and everything like that. Looks like cannot see who quite the quarterback is yet. 20. We got too many numbers coming out. Can't keep track. It is 38-0 in favor of Mora. The clock will run now. We will try to keep you up to date as to who is carrying the ball and who is now out there for Mora. Again, we'll try. Getting a new ball set out there for Mora. Of course, they break the huddle really quickly. I think it's number 9. It is number 9. They fumble the snap. And I think Mora got it. So number 9 is Will Sand, the new quarterback. Chase Rodemaker on the carry. I think it's Rodemaker. So we're creeping under 6.5 minutes to go. Of course, the clock will continue to run. Will Sand lost the ball once again. Looks like he lost it, but somebody picked it up for the Mustangs. Ball is slippery. And it is a fumble. That's what I thought. It looked like a fumble, but I wasn't 100% sure. And it is a turnover, the first one of the game. And just as I say, oh, it's going to get real bad, rain has basically stopped. I am a great weatherman. You should listen to me. Of course, I'm about as good as the weatherman on the news. So it'll be first down and 10 after the turnover at the 47-yard line on the Dragon side of the 50. Under 5.5 minutes to go on that Embrace Orthodontic scoreboard. 3 locations, Pine City, Lyncham, and Cambridge. Their doctors are committed to providing world-class orthodontic care in a friendly and comfortable atmosphere. Austinson under center. He'll give it off the right side. It's Braxton Peets. He's got some room to run, trying to use his speed, and he will somersault forward towards the 45. There's a flag down in the defensive backfield. I'm assuming that's going to be holding. We're having a discussion as to what the penalty is. Block in the back. Pine City. They're trying to get to the line, but they're going to be backed up. That is now their 6th penalty of the evening. And that'll back them up a ways. Ball will be spotted right about the 35-yard line. They still have to get to the other 47. Early movement. That ball's on the ground. Looks like Pine City came up with it. I think they even gained a yard. No gain. So, fumble is not lost. Still got some time to work with the ball here. They'll get another new ball in there, as that one looks to be just absolutely covered and caked in mud. Creeping up under 4 minutes to go here in the game on that Embrace Orthodontic scoreboard. They'll leave you with a smile you'll embrace forever over at EmbraceMN.com. Austinson under center. He'll give it off. The running back off the left side here is number 3. And he gets a decent gain to the original line of scrimmage. That is Jace Peterson. So Jace Peterson on the carry. He gets it from the 35. That's about a gain of 10. 11 we'll give him for Jace Peterson. And it's 3rd down and 10. Under 3.5 to go here in the game. Pine City takes the snap, though. We'll give it off the right side now, and the running back swallowed up in the backfield. The new quarterback, I believe, is number 10, Tanner Fix, is the new quarterback. Braxton Peets gained 1 on that carry. And Tanner Fix again at the quarterback. So Tanner Fix under center now for Pine City. 4th down and 9. The ball on the ground once again, and this time Mora might have got it. Well, they didn't, but it won't matter because that will be turnover on downs. So the Mustangs will get the ball back here. Again, clock will continue to run. Under 2.5 to go on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. Your customized smile journey starts with that free consultation. The team over at Embrace Orthodontics wants to make your journey as seamless and convenient as possible with custom light force braces or Invisalign clear aligners. Find out more at embracemn.com. EMBRACEMN.com. Quickly to the line of scrimmage come the Mustangs. Will Sand will look for the handoff. He gives it off the right side. The ball carrier, number 23, Troy Bankers, gets a good lane to run through and just follows his blockers near the 31, 32-yard line. It's a gain of 14 for Troy Bankers. Bankers with the 14-yard carry. They won't need to do too many more of those because now we're at a minute and a half, maybe 1 or 2 more plays, and that should be it. So 38-0 Mustangs with the lead, heading to their first victory on the season. As Sand under center, and he will just kneel it. So that should do it here at Pine City, at Saunders Field in Pine City, as the Mustangs will take that knee there, and I think just maybe 2 more, maybe 2, just because of the timing. But then that'll do it. Will Sand will head to the sideline to get the play call. And he'll bring it back in, and again, they'll just kneel the clock out. Will Sand and company to the line. And there's the knee. And that will be it. So the Mustangs will grab their first win of the season over Pine City, 38-0. They move to 1-4. Pine City drops to 0-5 on the year. As still 10 seconds left, technically. We can't quite yet take the field to shake hands. 3, 2, and 1. Final here in Pine City, 38-0. We'll take commercial break. Here, a word from our fine sponsors. We'll be back to recap this game. You're listening to Football on WCMP.
The new Cool Country mobile app. Local news, sports, and weather, and great country music at your fingertips. Download it in the App Store or in Google Play.
A&W Restaurant Pine City is still making fresh root beer, that signature item since 1919. It's still made fresh and on-site with real cane sugar and a blend of secret ingredients. It doesn't get any better than this. Their world-renowned A&W root beer is a classic treat, and they can top it off with creamy vanilla soft serve to be known as the famous A&W root beer float. Now that's smooth, tasty, and refreshing. An American iconic A&W root beer float. It never tasted so good. A&W Restaurant Pine City. Come grab your root beer float today.
A Lennox air source heat pump is a high-efficiency air conditioning unit that can also heat your home or business efficiently during the spring and fall. It's more economical than heating with propane. Have Dale's Heating and Appliance install your Lennox air source heat pump. Dale's offers a personalized focus and free estimates. Ask Dale's how you can receive up to $1,250 rebates for your air source heat pump system installed in 2023 with 0% financing. Visit Dale'sHeatingandAppliance.com. Conditions apply. See dealer for details.
Resetting your password, unsubscribing from emails, printing anything. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with an auto owner's insurance independent agent, getting the right coverage for your business doesn't have to be one of them, so you can get back to more important things, like learning how that printer works. That's simple human sense.
Contact your local auto owner's agency, Pine Insurance Agency, at pineagency.us today.
Are you interested in a technical degree that can quickly help you land your dream career? Or maybe you've always dreamed of going to a 4-year college, but you'd like to start close to home. Either way, Pine Technical and Community College has you covered. PTCC offers more than 50 degrees in hot fields like healthcare information technology, advanced manufacturing, and business. PTCC is now accepting applications. Financial aid may be available online at pine.edu. Starting out or starting over, find your future at Pine Technical and Community College.
Hinkley Towing.
Hi, I'm on the side of the highway with a flat. Can you help me?
On the way.
Hinkley Towing?
Yep. How can we help?
We just had an accident and don't know where to bring the vehicle.
No sweat. We'll come out now and bring you back to our collision center.
Hinkley Towing. Experienced drivers, state-of-the-art trucks, and 24/7 service. For Hinkley Towing, call 320-385-4049 anytime. Hinkley Towing. 320-385-4049 anytime.
Joe Keyport here, the news director for Q Media Group. Did you miss an interview of something local that was happening? Did you miss a conversation on the morning show? Make sure to check it out on the on-demand page at kbek.com and get the information you may have missed.
With Bad Boy's patented Easy Ride and Gen 2 independent suspension, heavy-duty American-made steel construction, and legendary muscle, there's no mower that brings more comfort, durability, power, and value to mowing pros and homeowners than a Bad Boy mower. Mow with an attitude. It's the driving force behind every mower we build in the good old USA. Our promise to lead the industry in innovation and performance. Available only at Stan's Equipment Center in Pine City. Mow with an attitude.
Your journey to smile with your forever starts at Embrace Orthodontics. The team at Embrace is committed to providing world-class care and a remarkable orthodontic experience. Choose between custom Light Force braces or Invisalign clear aligners with locations in Pine City, Lindstrom, and Cambridge, and a plan to fit your budget, whether you have insurance or not. Embrace Orthodontics will make your smile journey comfortable, convenient, and customized just for you. Visit EmbraceMN.com today to find out how to set up your free exam. EmbraceMN.com. Embrace Orthodontics, a smile you will embrace forever.
Embrace Orthodontics offers a unique specialized approach to orthodontic treatment with custom braces or Invisalign. The team at Embrace loves getting to know their patients personally and takes the time to make sure all your questions are answered. Their board-certified orthodontists use only the latest in modern technology to give you the best outcome possible. They work with your insurance company and offer flexible financing options to fit your budget. Call today to set up your free exam and see how Embrace Orthodontics can transform your smile. More online at embracemn.com. That's embracemn.com.
Hey, you looking for a reliable propane supplier? Look no further than Burnett Dairy Propane. Proud to serve you, providing top-notch propane services all year round, offering convenient delivery options and flexible payment plans that suit your schedule and budget. Trust the experts in the field, Burnett Dairy Propane. Call them today at 715-689-1032 or visit them online at burnettdairy.com. Burnett Dairy Propane, your dependable propane partner.
Hockey practice, running a business, heck, just enjoying your life. You've got better things to do. Let Jeff's Outdoor Services handle your lawn care and landscaping. Your home, your cabin, your business, they got you covered. They've been doing it since 1995. And they're good at it. Call today. Jeff's Outdoor Services. You do your thing, and they'll do theirs.
Hi, Rob.
Hey, why have you been so happy lately?
It's because I no longer pay for hot water.
What? You have 4 teenagers that take all-day showers. How do you not pay for hot water?
Well, I put in a central boiler outdoor furnace that heats my house, my garage, and now I have virtually endless free hot water.
Wow, that's great. With my 10 kids, I'll really save some money. Where do I get a furnace?
Check with your local central boiler dealer, of course.
Northland Boiler Sales, your local central boiler sales dealer. Visit Northland Boiler Sales.
And 4 rushing touchdowns on the night for Maverick Sutherland. He would definitely have to be the player of the game for Mora. For Pine City, it was Evan Denz, the coaches told me, their player of the game. Sticking with Mora for just a moment, 7 possessions, 4 penalties in the game, and 1 turnover. For Pine City, they also had 7 possessions. They had 6 penalties in the game and 0 turnovers. 27 carries for 74 yards, 2 for 4 passing, 21 yards, a total of 95 yards on the night for the Dragons. Leading the way rushing for them was Jace Preston, 6 carries, 19 yards. Then behind him was Evan Denz, 3 for 14, 5 for 12 for Logan Kalecki. That rounds out their top rushers. On the other side for the Mora Mustangs, it was Maverick Sutherland, 17 carries, 102 yards, 9 for 84 for Brock Folkema. So that is how it ends here this evening. The Mustangs get the first win on the season, and in the section, they'll take sole place of 4th in the section. Of course, Lightning is still delaying things over in Malacca against Malacca and Foley. So that one could be delayed. It could be even called at some point. I know they can't go too late, so we'll see how that one turns out. But the final here in this one, Mustangs 38, Pine City 0. Of course, I want to thank all of you who tuned in here tonight. Thanks so much for tuning in. I appreciate you tuning in, giving me a job to do. I appreciate that. I want to thank all of the fine sponsors who sponsored this broadcast and every other broadcast that we do. If it weren't for those fine sponsors, well, we wouldn't be able to come out here and broadcast any of these games. So thanks so much to all of the fine sponsors. And again, I want to give a huge shout out to all the fine sponsors for sponsoring this broadcast. Again, that final on the Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard, 38-0. The team at Embrace believes the results of a remarkable orthodontic care should last a lifetime. They'll keep your smile transformation where it needs to be with a lifelong retention program. Of course, stay tuned to the morning shows on KBEK, nice 95.5 FM with Rock and Robin Riley at 7:30 and 8:30. Then over on 100.9 FM with Joshua Miron at 7:45 and 8:45. That's where you can catch your local sports updates. We'll talk about this game and all the other games that have gone on in our local listening area, as well as some regional sports as well. So stay tuned to that. Stay tuned to our website as well, WCMPradio.com, KBEK.com, and our Facebook pages. Also, if you're watching this game on our YouTube, be sure to like and subscribe. If you're on the YouTube, hit that red subscribe button. That way you will be notified anytime that we go live with a local sporting event. Yes, anytime that we'll go live with a sporting event, if you're subscribed, you will receive a notification when we go live. So be sure to like and subscribe to this YouTube page. That way, when we do go live, you will be subscribed and notified of that. So again, the Mustangs get the victory here over the Pine City Dragons, 38-0. The Dragons fall to 0-5, while the Mustangs improve to 1-4 and take sole possession of 4th here in Section 5-3A. Again, I want to thank all of you who tuned in here tonight. Thanks so much for tuning in. I want to thank all of our fine sponsors once again. I want to give a huge shout out to my cameraman. He did a great job here this evening. Thanks for doing that for me, making my job a whole heck of a lot easier. And then I don't get blamed for anybody who complains. But no, I appreciate him doing his hard work tonight. He certainly had a lot better things to do than be here with me this evening running camera, but I appreciate him running camera for me. I want to thank Joe Keyport, who doesn't get enough of a thank you, for doing production on those pregame interviews that you see. I want to give a huge shout out to Joe Keyport, who does that for me here during the week. I appreciate him. He takes time out of his busy week to do that, so thank you to Joe Keyport. Once again, the final on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard, Mora 38, Pine City 0. Remember to be kind to everybody. You never know what someone is going through, and your kindness could truly make their day. It's as simple as holding the door with a smile or complimenting someone. It doesning take a lot, because you never know what something is going through on the inside. You can just see a smile on the outside. So remember to be kind to everyone. It will truly make or change their day. For the last time, the final here, 38-0, Mustangs over the Dragons. For WCMP, I am Ethan Game Day Gilman. Have a great rest of your night and a fantastic weekend.